Legend.
We are back. Hello, lads and ladies, and welcome to this. Can you see me and can you hear me okay? Put in the comments if you can. We are back for live playoff action today as it's Sunderland travelling to Lincoln at the LNER Stadium. Lincoln had their best finish in the Football League for 39 years, fifth in Sky Bet League One. Sunderland fourth. It is a playoff. The winner basically plays Blackpool because they're 3-0 up. We have got a guest today, which we are very delighted to announce. Jake from the Stacey West. How are we? I hope you're okay.
I'm a bag of nerves, Ben, at the minute, if I'm honest. Just watching the lads warm up at the moment. Obviously, we've got 3,000 fans there. I applied for the ballot, didn't manage to get it, but I'm glad I can watch it with a few hundred people and potentially have a bit of a laugh and a giggle along the way.
Aye, absolutely, and it's going to be a tough one. That both sides are very good sides. Lee Johnson came into Sunderland this year. They've got a lot of goal scorers. Charlie Wyke on 25. You've got Aidan McGeady, who got 14 goals and 4 assists. You've got Ledbetter, who's on the bench. We'll come to the lineups in a minute. Out of all their team, anyone that you're looking out for?
Well, this is probably going to sound a bit odd considering he's on the bench for Sunderland today, but Jack Diamond, when we played earlier in the season in December, he was fantastic. He was the young player. I think he was out on loan at Harrogate last year. So he's making that rise through the divisions, and he really impressed me on the right-hand side. But I'm sort of glad he's on the bench. But then you've got Aidan McGeady, you've got Charlie Wyke, you've got Aidan McGeady's played for Celtic, he's played for Everton, he's played for Spartak Moscow. I think it is amazing. I think we've seen it 3 times this year, or certainly twice, how good he is. And Charlie Wyke, well, to get 30 goals nearly and none of them be penalties, it's an amazing achievement for him. So very nervous. They're a good side. They're probably a better squad on paper than what we've got, but we have this such unity and togetherness and such flexibility within the squad. It's sort of like we've got 50 players signed on like they have anyway.
Yeah, I can agree with that. And you've got a lot of young, exciting talent. We'll come to the squad in 2 or 3 minutes. Brennan Johnson being one. You've got, Morgan Rogers. You've got, Grant in midfield. You've got, Adoon, TJ, and you've got such a good spine of the squad as well. And, you started off like a house on fire. Then you started to struggle. And then you came back. That 3-3 over Peterborough, I know you weren't quite happy with, and I know that smile. In a way, are you disappointed that you didn't get top 2? Or is it just like, I'm delighted to be in the playoffs because you didn't really expect it at the start of the season?
Just the point you make on having a young squad. I think we've, over the 46 game seasons, we've fielded the youngest average age team. I think it's just over 20. It's like 22.3 or 22.4, which is, and to be where we are with such a young team is amazing. In terms of sort of expectation, not at all really. I predicted, as I checked my pre-season predictions before we came on, and I predicted us to be 9th this year, which would be a steady improvement on the 16th we managed last year. I'd take 9th, challenging for playoffs, but sort of fall away, maybe a bit like what Portsmouth and Ipswich have done. Obviously, from the get-go, really, we've been top 2. Disappointing to lose in the fashion that we did, but it's football, I suppose, isn't it? And there are some big clubs in this division, and we are rightly amongst the smallest in them, but we've ruffled a few feathers this year, a bit like Fleetwood did last year.
Absolutely, it's always good to see. Now, going on to your side, there's a few changes in there, but you look at that squad, we'll just let it take them, we'll talk by it. But Obviously, in goal, the big talking point is Bursick. He only played against you 2 or 3 weeks ago for Peterborough. He's actually had 4 loan spells this season at 4 different League One clubs. And they are Accrington Stanley, Doncaster Rovers, Peterborough, and now Lincoln. Must be some sort of record. Coming in for the injured Alex Palmer. What was your thoughts on that loan deal? Would you rather have gone with, your backup goalkeeper, or are you happy that you got someone with a little bit of experience in from Stoke City?
Well, the thing is, we signed 2 goalkeepers in the summer. Alex Palmer obviously was amazing for Plymouth last year in League Two as they got promoted, and then we signed Ethan Ross from Colchester as a bit of a experiment, as to say. Obviously, that's not worked. He's had a few games in the Papa Johns, made some mistakes. He was then shipped out on loan to Weymouth in the National League. I think he's actually won their Player of the Season award last night, which would be good for him, obviously, but to replace, you can't put a 17-year-old goalkeeper in charge of the playoff semi-final. And Sam Long is very talented, but Alex Palmer has been amazing this year. He's not kept the most clean sheets, but he is up there with Alan Marriott as one of the best keepers I've seen wear a Lincoln shirt. And obviously we've spoke about this, but Bursick, he played against us 2 weeks ago for Posh, got promoted. So we're sort of hoping that experience, that know-how. He's played 12, 15 games in the Championship this year as well. So yes, I should be excited to see how he does. Obviously, it's only a week loan, so he'll be here. We're hoping Alex is back for Saturday, so it might be his only appearance. But if he saves the penalty and gets man of the match, and we win 1-0, sign the boy up permanently if we could.
Yeah, I think there's a bit of lag there on Jake, but we heard most of that, unfortunately.
Sorry.
No. Then you look at your defence, TJ Ayoma in there as well, Regan Poole. There's a lot of, experience there. And you look at your midfield, plenty of quality. Brennan Johnson, Grant in midfield as well. But Liam Bridcut, he's been a spine of that midfield, hasn't he? How impressive have you been with him this season?
Well, Liam Bridcut, I'm sure. Can you hear me now better? Is that all right?
I can hear you, mate. Don't worry.
Just worrying because the technology these days. I was on Lee Childs the other day, and we had a bit of a mare, but that's Blackpool, I suppose, isn't it? That's them all over. Liam Bridcut, obviously, he came to the club in a bit of a weird time. Obviously, we had Tyler Walker last season. I'm sure you'll remember that brace that he scored against Fleetwood. He did really well in the first half of the season, and they recalled him on the last day of the transfer window, and they sent Liam Bridcut as a bit of we're sorry, like a card. And well, since then he's been fantastic. Liam Bridcut is so detrimental in terms of what we do on the pitch and what we do off the pitch. He's a leader. He's played at the top level in English football, and the stats sort of prove it. Gary was talking on the third tier the other night that when he's not in the squad, we don't often win very often. When he is, I think we've won about 17 or 18 of the games that he's started. So it's good omens, but he adds some much needed experience to that really young side, and looking forward to seeing how he gets up against one of his former employers today as well. Absolutely,
and the average age of actual Lincoln squad that have played 10 plus games this year is just over 25. Going on to the visitors now, it's Sunderland, 27, the oldest in the playoffs. I'm going to be interested to see how that front three of Lincoln do. But we'll go on to the Sunderland squad. I'll just read it out quickly. Burge 09, Flanagan Wright, Hume Power, I hate that man, Scowen Gooch, Jones McGeady, and Wyke. Subs Remy Matthews, Jack Diamond, Maguire, McFadden, Grant Leadbitter, Carl Winchester, and Stewart, all on the subs. When you look at that Sunderland side, you look at it. Plenty of experience, Burge experience with the Coventry side, Flanagan again, Luke 09, very versatile, can play in a number of positions, power in midfield, a bit of a powerhouse, pardon the pun, Gooch, Jordan Jones, loan from Rangers, White, 25 goals, Maguire, and McGeady. Do you think if you stop McGeady and White, you stop Sunderland today?
No, because I think they can get goals from elsewhere on the pitch. I think we played them at the Stadium of Light in the league game, and I don't think McGeady assisted or Charlie White didn't score. It was McFadden who was on the bench, fortunately. obviously you stop McGeady, you stop the quality of his balls into the box, and you're highly likely to stop the service. But obviously, the way that they play, I think they look to get balls into White pretty quickly, from the back line. And they've got some good players. Lyndon Gooch obviously played in the Premier League for them. And they've got a lot of quality, Max Power, Scowen is a midfielder I really like as well. And then you've got 09 at the back and Denver Hume, who like to, bomb on and get forward. So it's challenging. The thing is, as the tie goes on, if it's a bit tighter, you'd think we'd have the legs with the younger squad and the fitter squad. So fingers crossed it goes in our favour. But they're certainly very dangerous, aren't they?
Absolutely, I can agree with that. And you can also support this channel by subscribing, giving it a like, super chatting, or joining as a member. It's £1.99 a month. And while we're here, Jake, just before we get on to the last bit before the game, you're from the Stacey West podcast. You do a lot of interviews. Where can people go and find your channel, and kind of what sort of things can they expect?
So this is the Stacey West YouTube channel that we have. We started doing it this year, basically with the lockdowns and stuff, doing match previews. I got Ben on twice this year. We've done most of the games this year. The Stacey West is also a Lincoln City podcast that you can go and listen to on all your podcast platforms. There's Gary, who used to be Poacher, the mascot. He's in charge of that, and there's a guy called Ben as well. They do a really good job. But in terms of myself, if you want to follow me on Twitter, it's at Jake_Tom98. I can often be found ranting about decisions of worldwide football, not just League One and the referees. So, feel free to come over, give us a listen, give us a subscribe. We're trying to get to 250 subs, which, in comparison to Ben is not a lot, but it would mean quite a lot to me if we could reach that target. But coming on things like tonight will help boost my Twitter following, and maybe I can replace Gary on the podcast one day.
Love that. And let us know, guys, your score predictions. Just put a thumb up we can see and hear was okay, guys. That'd be appreciated. Let me know your score predictions down below. I'm gonna go 1-0 to Sunderland. I know Jake's going to give me dirty eyes. I just think it's going to be a tight game, two good sides. Lincoln maybe a bit nervous. Sunderland have the playoff know-how, and they know what not to do. Lincoln obviously have missed out to Sunderland in the playoff, in the kind of the Papa John semi-final on penalties. And Sunderland also won 4-0 early on this season. Let's just see who's in the chat. Hiya, Tony. Yeah, we are back. Go on, Sunderland. Shut up, you. Sunderland. We're the Blackpool boys making all the noise. I know he's very happy. Winner, this one goes up. Hello. Yeah, he did. Thank you. Thanks. Would be delightful for Brennan Johnson if he helped you get into the championship. His dad, Ipswich/Forest legend. Yeah. Would be. Yeah, I like Brennan Johnson a lot. I like Rogers. I like Scully. Montsemer I like as well.
Well done, Ben. You managed to pronounce that one right, didn't you?
I know. I definitely didn't mutter his words.
He's been absolutely winding me up off air the last couple of weeks. He's been calling Lewis Montsemer, and it really ticks my gears. So he's in a bit of bother if you don't say it right.
Yeah. 2-0 to Lincoln. Hoping for a Lincoln win. 3-2. Wow. Sound great. I'm very good, John. Good luck, son. Up the Imps. Got a question for you, Jake.
Get in, Maxie boy.
Love it, Max. Go on, the Imps. Jake, what do you make of Appleton? Interested to hear what you think of his strengths and weaknesses. Obviously, last year, a lot of your fans were asking for him out. But again, some good wins, stabilised towards the end. And what a season you've had.
Well, I think, I think you placed him 6th on your list, didn't you, of managers of the season, which I swiftly gave you a quick phone call to discuss. But
he rang me. I think he rang me when I was at the gym, and I'm like, mate, come on, like, what's happening here?
No, but Appleton obviously he's come from Premier League sort of quality, isn't he? He's come from Manchester United, West Brom, and Leicester through those sort of setups. And last year was tough, really tough. We were very inconsistent. We struggled at times, but he's had a transfer window this summer to bring his own players in, and well, you can't really complain. I can't look at one of the signings that he's made this season and gone that were absolutely horrendous. Appleton, we approve of Appleton quite highly down in East Park. We don't want him to leave.
they have to be good to replace the Cowleys. Both sides look 4-3-3. It'll be Scowen, Power, and Gooch as a midfield three. Jones, White, McGee up front. 09 at right back. Hume at the left-hand side. Wright and Flanagan and Burge. The other playoff game was 3-0 to Blackpool, which obviously I'm delighted about. I can't express how much I think that. Yeah, I think well done to them. That's all I'm going to say. No, but fair play to Blackpool. They were the better side yesterday. And like I say, it's good and also big. There's 3,000 Lincoln fans there today. And it's just going to be very good to see. And Jay, you weren't one of the lucky few, but you've heard the atmosphere and it's going to be electric at the stadium today. Well,
you've been, Ben, when we've had 10,000 in. And I don't know what you thought of the atmosphere. I think you titled it one of the best home fans in the division. We're loud and we're rowdy, and we've been itching to get into the ground for 14 months. So So my eyes are diverting towards the screen because we're literally about to kick off. But they're good.
We are about 45 seconds behind, so please no scores in the comments. Craig Hicks is this afternoon's hitman or referee, beautiful. You could say.
It's beautiful, isn't it? That stand.
Beautiful, and there's fans all spread it out, and it's just great to see. And as Sunderland get us underway, it is Sunderland against Lincoln. Tony says the win of this one will go up, and a Lincoln 2-1 victory should see them through. Now we're underway, and Sunderland already go very direct, and it's in the hands of Joseph Bursick, who's not been at the club long. He's
at least he can catch a ball. That's we do like that. But you expect, as we're doing now, we do like to.
Oh Lord! So Lincoln are playing around with it at the back, and Sunderland with a high press. I'm nervous watching it. Never mind this man who's a Lincoln fan, born and bred. Like I say, he's been a Lincoln fan since 2017, since they beat Burnley 1-0 in the FA Cup.
Absolutely. Yeah, only started going once we got through Ipswich, so I didn't bother with the rest of it.
But what a rise for Lincoln, non-league to League One. And I tell you something, Lincoln could be in edge of the box. Brennan Johnson now he's played it on this far side, got an overlap.
Oh, that's a foul. That's a foul, referee.
Nice passing. Lincoln the better side. Ball comes in.
Not a foul.
And they've got an early throw in. Lincoln are up in the tempo. They're having a go at Sunderland. And they're going, this is our turf. This is the way we play football. And Lincoln are shooting towards the Stacey West Stand, I think it is, Jake, for the first half. And
there's quite a big story behind that stand. Do you know what the old crack is with that?
You tell the viewers.
So it's obviously the Bradford City fire disaster of, I think it was 1985, I seem to remember, and 54 Bradford fans obviously burnt alive in the stadium, and 2 Lincoln City supporters. Bradford were going to win the league that day, but obviously the stadium caught fire, and I think they were 2-0 up, and that's why we named the stand after the 2 Lincoln fans that died. And so we've done the podcast the same sort of way, and it's just our sort of way of marking respect to the families.
Yeah, but, perfect.
I'm awfully nervous at the minute.
McGee shoots.
It's a bit like basketball, isn't it?
It is. I tell you what, the first 2 minutes and 15 seconds, and Sunderland, Lincoln could be in. Scully.
No, I thought that was their free kick. I thought that was their throw, and I thought Scully got a touch on that.
But again, Scully running down the line. It's actually good to see, right? Because I'm used to watching an 11 for Fleetwood that isn't very good at football. So it's good to see an 11 at football that runs forward in a straight line.
He was very good in Lincolnshire, though, wasn't he, Mr. Morris? That's Scunthorpe.
Oh, aye, absolutely.
If you can understand again,
me. You look at all the top goal scorers in the playoffs. You've got Wyke on 25 from Sunderland, Jerry Yates for Blackpool on 20, Taylor, Oxford 18, then you've got Grant 13 at Lincoln 10 pence, but then you've got Scully there is on 11 as well. So Lincoln have spread their goals about, don't they, Jake?
And the thing with Scully is he's playing out of position. He's not a left-sided or right-sided midfielder. He's a number 9. He came from West Ham as a striker who was scoring bags of goals in the Premier League too. So, he's playing out of position. But obviously, with his build and his pace, I think you'd be stupid to not utilise him in that position.
Sunderland are playing through the lines, and Lincoln just dropping off deep here, and the ball comes into the box, headed on by Wyke and Bursick, letting that go. But in the first 3 minutes and 40 seconds, have actually been a decent watch. Both sides are going for it. Sunderland have got the most goals in the first 15 minutes this season, 18 goals. They are level with Spurs on that one.
Your second team, Ben.
Yeah, come on, the Spurs. And fellow League One club are in the top 5 in Accrington Stanley. They scored 17 goals. Lincoln, again, they don't know when to die down. Unfortunately for them, what's probably cost them the top 2 is losing 9 home games, but away from home only lost 4, and the best record in the division. What would you say that's down to, Jake? Hard work, just the way that you play counter-attacking football?
Yeah, I think it's the fact that there's no supporters in the ground.
Scully into the box, shoots! Oh, off the ball!
Has he not give a corner?
Is that Scully's going?
The keeper saved it.
Scully thinks it's a corner, but again, we'll come back to it. I think was that Grant with the ball.
He's given a goal kick.
Was that
I think
Grant?
The keeper saved it. No, it was Rodgers through to Scully.
Rogers, that was it. Rogers, what a ball into Scully, and
he
saves that. Scully, what a save, Lee Burge. He just tipped it onto the crossbar. He's given a goal kick. It's not. But although Lincoln in the first 5 minutes should be 1-0 up, what a start. And I tell you something, what a game this has been. We saw the Championship on Monday, only 2 goals in between those games, very tight and edgy. We saw Blackpool yesterday run home rampant, winning 3-0.
And everyone said this was going to be tight, didn't they? Everyone sort of thought this was going to be the tight one of the 2 playoff games. Obviously, you've got Blackpool and Oxford who are really attacking teams, and then you've got Sunderland and Lincoln who are probably a bit more conservative. But the first 5 minutes has been nothing like that. What we expected.
It's good to see. Good to see. Remember, guys, if you're new to the channel, please like and subscribe. Any help would be appreciated. And Bailey right there with the foul on the Lincoln man. And Lincoln can go left to right. Scully now on the ball. Spreads it out. And the ball.
Oh, Brennan. That's poor. He does that quite a lot. He does that an awful lot. He sort of loses the ball.
Yeah.
That's the thing he has to sort of cut out. He has to make better end product decisions. And there, you've sort of seen he's just ran the ball out of play. We might be in danger now.
Yeah, but that's why there's always a reason why players are in League One, and that's probably his reason.
Did you hear about the Sunderland shithousery that they've committed this week? So Jamie McComb is a Lincoln City sort of player. He's played here for quite a long time. Obviously with Lee Johnson at Bristol City, and just before the game today, Jamie McComb joined the backroom staff at Sunderland. So they've got a bit more intel on us than what we do on them. But obviously he was under Cowley, so we're sort of hoping he has absolutely no idea because we've changed our identity since then. But
yeah,
good to see the bank full, I suppose.
Like I say, it doesn't. It looks kind of like an EFL trophy game. If you had to, it doesn't look like an empty ground, does it at all? It's well spread out, and it's not.
Looks more than 3K, doesn't it? Looks more than 3K.
Right. It does, doesn't it? And but Sunderland have got the ball about 35 yards out, passing Sunderland into their good attacking shape, while Lincoln now had their 2 holding midfielders back, and the back 4 holding strong. I think that's going to be key, not giving anything away and holding firm. This is going to be a key game on Saturday afternoon. We will be covering both legs. And the winner should be facing Blackpool in the final. And like I say, I think it's rude to have any biasness, but come on the Imps or come on the Sunderland. But again, back with Bursick in goal. 8 minutes nearly on the clock. Again, good jump and tries to get onto Scully and back with the goalkeeper. And how would you approach this? Would you to be? I guess that you'd accept a draw, but do you think would you rather go for it and win 1-0 and lose 1-0, or would you rather contain and get a 0-0 and go to the same?
The thing is, if I'm honest, I think that if we go for it, Sunderland have got the players just to pick us off. You know, you've got McGeady can put it on a 50p piece to absolutely anybody, and you know the last man we want to give that ball to is Charlie White in and around our penalty area. So, I mean, to be fair, a 1-0 loss isn't the end of the world given our away record this season. But obviously, you want to win your home game. You want to try and give yourself the best corner. You want to give yourself the advantage.
Corner ball. Love that.
You want to try and give yourself the advantage going into that second leg, because with 10k fans and behind them, they're going to be a sort of different proposition. So
I agree with that.
Yeah, I'd like to think we can try and get ahead tonight, but I'm not going to give a score prediction because I'll look like an absolute mug.
I know, but again, you've got a corner there, mate. 9 minutes, and I'll tell you something. There's been a few shoulder barges. I know the Lincoln man's just done it on the Sunderland. Jordan Jones over there, and the referee let it go. He's let quite a few go in the first 8 or 9 minutes, which always kind of makes playoff games. In playoff games, the referee doesn't let a lot go, do they? So it's good to see that he is letting that go. And Hume is down for the visitors with a bit of cramp. 9.5 minutes into the game, and tell you what, Sunderland could be ready for an early change in the first 5 minutes. In the first 10 minutes, sorry.
It's McFadden coming on by the looks of it. McFadden, the guy who scored against us in the league fixture.
Aye, was that because Lincoln lost? I think it was on the Johnson's first game, wasn't it? It was 4-0.
It was certainly one of them. I remember I paid the £10 to watch it on iFollow and cried the night after.
Well, McFadden will probably go into midfield, won't he?
It's difficult. I don't know what they're going to do.
I think you can put 09 at left back now. That's how versatile he is. It's going to be interesting to see. We'll have a look in a minute. But yeah,
I suppose that's good for us. They've got less changes to make now in the dying embers. So
they've only got 4 to make, haven't they?
You don't want to make you never want to make a change at a corner. So hopefully this is going to
Lincoln corner, very good George. From them.
Come on, George.
It's going to be George Grant over it. The arm goes up. Now they brave. Ball into the box. Headed away at the front post. Now, if you know me in this channel, there's 3 things I hate from corners. Short corners, ones that don't beat the first man, and one that don't beat the first man pretty much every time. But hopefully, his set piece delivery will get better, because it's a type of game that one piece of set piece in the playoffs win you the game. And all Blackpool's goals the other day, one came from a counter attack, one came from a free kick.
We seem to be in their half more than they are in ours. So
I thought Sunderland would dominate possession-wise, but it seems to be Lincoln getting it at Sunderland, which is good to see. And how's the nerves, Jake? I'm guessing twitchy.
No, I don't like this.
I'll tell you something. A crunching challenge there. And it's, I don't know if you saw a few on Monday. No, it was the FA Cup final. The amount of crunching challenges there was. And they just don't happen when there's no fans in. You don't really want to go into them as much. But when you go into a crunching challenge with 10,000 fans behind you, it's like, yeah, you know what I mean? Yeah. And it's like, so good to see.
It is, you're right. Yeah, it is. But it makes a change, because the last referee we had in a playoff game was against Exeter in League 2, and he blew for almost everything. So obviously we had Matt Reed up from that day, and I'm sure you're familiar with Matt Reed. He's a big boy. He likes to get himself amongst the centre halves, and every time the ball was sort of coming up, a bit like Charlie White there, he sort of blew for a free kick. So
Sunderland playing very direct, aren't they? And I think their tactic will be ping the ball to White. He'll bring it down, bring Jones, McGeady, power into play, and they can go and get behind. I
think we sort of expected that though, Ben, didn't we? In a way.
Yeah, we did.
With Charlie White up front, you don't play tippy-tappy football, do you? You don't try and pass it on the ground and hope that he's going to be good enough with his feet. So this is Rodgers.
Rodgers with a charge through midfield. Ooh. He's gone through 2 or 3 of them. Does that take a deflection? No, it doesn't.
No, it's straight out.
Not the greatest of hits. But again, Rodgers charging through midfield. again, great ball control and just brings it on halfway. He drives 10 to 15 yards. He's too strong for the opposition. The finish was spinning. It was always away from the goalkeeper. But again, Rodgers, you know, bit of a player that can get supporters on the edge of the seat.
Some player he's going to be, Ben, by the way, in the future. Some player, obviously, signed for Man City for quite a... we're making a change now. Lewis Monts was coming on, Ben. Just try and pronounce it.
Monster.
That's it, not Monster Mer or Monster Month. But,
yeah, in my video, guys, I put Monster Mer and it didn't go. Monster Mer coming on. 6 goals from centre half this season for that man. And Jackson is the man who's come off, the man who teed up.
Just come back from injury as well, Ben, by the way.
Just come back from injury.
Adam Jackson. So that will be disappointing. Obviously, Joe Walsh is the centre half. He wanted to be back tonight, but I think it seems a bit more. Appleton's having a go a bit. The referee, look into. He seems to be. He's not very happy.
I know, but like I say, 2 subs already, defensive changes, and it can change the output of the whole game really when you look at Hume and Montemer. But again, maybe something aerial to hit from set pieces now if you can get something. The number 4, the Dutch centre half. Again, how impressive has he been this season, Jake?
Oh, brilliant! Well, I think a lot of EFL clubs were really sleeping on him over the summer because, especially the way Appleton likes to play, you know, you'll see in this first half if he gets the opportunity to step into midfield and spray passes about like he's George Grant. So obviously defensively, he likes to get a bit tight to his, you know, as you've probably just seen just there, he gets quite tight to his man.
Very tight. He doesn't give his man a moment, and Scully's got the ball. He played it down the line. What a ball that is! And he just couldn't quite tee up.
I think Flanagan's gone to left back by the looks of it. Potentially.
Tony, you put a comment that you might like. Who's ref tonight? Not John. Penalty to the box. Posh Busby, I trust.
Oh yeah, but we've got the man who gave the assist for that penalty playing in goal for us. So it's going to be difficult.
Absolutely, and he's a very passionate goalkeeper. He couldn't look when Johnson Clark Harris took his penalty, and Sunderland go long again. But again, Sunderland look very organised, and again maybe a bit of confusion with the goalkeeper, but a great long kick there. But TJ just shoveled Wyke out the way. First it came confident. Again, it can be very, very nervous when you sign on a loan for a week. I know Fleet had a goalkeeper from Blackburn early in the season called Joe Hilton, and he was terrible. Again, young goalkeeper.
I remember.
But, yeah, and a bit of lag on mine. Sky go.
Mistake. Go on, Morgan. Over the halfway line. I don't know. We just don't seem to be going for the throat. Maybe I feel like we're playing a bit more reserved, a bit more. Well, we don't want to go.
What minute are you on, Jake?
16 and a half minutes.
Right, there we go. I'm on the same as you now.
Right. We've got months. You see, there's one of the pings, but obviously he's giving it straight to Sunderland. So now I look an absolute idiot, don't I?
Absolutely. If you could like the stream, guys, that'd be appreciated. And subscribe. Like I said, power now through midfield for Sunderland. On the right hand side, ball comes into the box, and Boozy comes and claims.
Well done, Joe. Go on,
again, I bet it just puts you at ease when your goalkeeper will come and claim. I think if I was Lee Johnson, I'd ask to test him. I know he played for Peterborough not so long ago, but again, could be nervous.
That was a bit nasty, I thought.
He's nailed that, by the way, guys. He's gone all Gary Neville. Ooh.
Oh God, I'm not coming back.
Who do you think will join Blackpool in the final? I think it'll be an Oxford-Lincoln final.
You'd hope so, wouldn't you, Ben?
There's a story. I was in the pub yesterday watching Blackpool and with my dad, uncle, and cousin, and there's a bunch of lads that go, "You're digging your old shirt out now, son. Well, lucky." And they're all celebrating. I'm just there in the corner like that.
You remember what it was like to win, dear Ben? Do you remember?
No. Fleetwood have had a pretty awful season. The highlight of it was the full-time whistle last Sunday.
Have you done anything in the transfer window at all?
No, not yet.
Because I know a lot of clubs have sort of brought players in already.
Regan has just scored one of the best own goals you'll ever see. I know. I've just got a notification for that.
What's that?
Spurs is now 1-1.
Oh, who are they playing? Was it Villa?
Yeah.
Oh dear.
Again, Scully holds the ball up. He comes into play, gets a knock on, but again, Sunderland will pick up the pieces.
I'm not sweating at the minute, so I'm going to take these sweatbands off. 10 minutes to go. That could be a different story.
Lincoln charging through midfield. Thing of me in the playoffs, I wasn't nervous very long because Wickham scored.
Don't give that. Oh,
corner.
Johnson, you're on your heels.
Second corner of the day. Again.
Yeah, you just think that the ball from Rodgers has got to be a bit better, isn't it? It's just got to be
poor. But again, I think Lincoln have opened up Sunderland very easily again. They're very easy to get at. There's gaps. Sunderland have charged through midfield. They've got it through the defence many times, and they got 2 corners in the first 19 minutes. So it's going to be.
Sunderland were very poor.
Sunderland
were very poor in the first sort of 20 minutes when they came here last time.
Ball in, head on the front post, headed back in.
Go on, Lewis.
Away again by Flanagan, still not out.
Go on, Regan. Go on, Regan.
There.
Go on, Regan.
Coming back in, it's a good ball, headed away. Heads the box, ball in. Oh, what a save again.
Lewis, that was Lewis.
Lewis Monson, just come on. Again, I said he'd be a threat from set pieces. I thought maybe heading. Again, Pill.
Great build-up. Great build-up. What a strike from a centre half.
What a strike, by the way.
Not bad, is it?
20, 25 yards out. It brings it down. He watches it so well. Again, it had placement. It's a shot on target. Lee Burge does well. It's a second shot on target they've had in the first 20 minutes. Linking the much better side.
You can sort of see why Sunderland, why clubs higher have been interested. But you sort of,
I tell you what, Lincoln coming again. What a nice turn. That has been cleared out. The referee gives a foul. But I said to Jake before and a few other people, I can't really have who I want to win, but like I say, they're both 2 good sides. Got to be unbiased, but come on the imps. So
yeah, well, I'm supporting Sunderland tonight, Ben.
Yeah,
you can tell.
And so I tell you what, that's a lovely turn by the Lincoln City man that won them a free kick. But again, it's been a joy to watch the first 20 minutes. Normally, first legs are quite close and cagey.
Yeah, it's been very different from last night, hasn't it?
Last
night never really made a game of it.
There was 3 goals, but it was cagey last night. Like Blackpool deserved to win; they were the better side and they dominated. But this game's been better because it's been more attack-minded. Oxford were poor last night.
You see that, look?
Very good. Blackpool were very good.
Six playoff attempts, no promotions.
Mate,
who's been there for most of them?
Our last 2 playoff campaigns in League One may have been awful.
I know, it's I'm trying to avoid. I'm getting loads of text messages at the minute, so I'm just trying to get away.
Yeah, I know.
I'll just tell a Blackpool fan come and send me a message. Am I shitting it? Well, get yourself in here, Freddie, and you'll find out. Give him a subscribe while you're here, because this man is oh god. Get it rid of
Scully away does well, and again Sunderland play out, but again relatively easy ball, and they're through.
They're quite disappointing, aren't they? You can tell that Sunderland are in a sort of bit of a lull in terms of their form, can't you? They're not pushing men forward. They're not very confident. They're sort of dallying on the ball a little bit. So you'd have to say we've been the better team in the last sort of 20 minutes or so. I mean, I'm very biased, Ben. Obviously, you're sort of down the middle, but
no, I think Lincoln have had the 2 attempts. Sunderland haven't really threatened, barring balls into the box and Berserker's come. But again, they need to start creating Sunderland, and why not with that man McGeady on the ball now, who plays it back. But again, every time Lincoln get on the ball, every time Sunderland get on the ball, Lincoln force them back, and they've got on the ball again, and they're coming forward. They've got options above them. They've got on the outside. It's Scully now. Can Scully get onto that? He's done really well. First time cross.
Oh, no.
The cross is poor, but again, when you're charging at that speed, it can be difficult. Maybe take a touch, drive inside into the box. Again, maybe get something out of the defender, either a corner or a free kick. But Scully again, great run. So it's a pass. Probably It's a very
good
good
pass
pass
from Johnson, by the way,
defenders,
as well.
doesn't he, Jake?
Yeah, it was a good pass from Johnson to set him away. Really, that's sort of how we like to do it. We like to play in behind, and we've got the pace. So you can see the guys with the drums there as well. You know, these sort of players: Johnson, Rogers, Scully. They're going to be playing up to this sort of atmosphere because you know they've not had it all season. So definitely, I think it's improving the performance of the players. You can definitely tell we're on top. Whereas you know the game, you know, you just talk about the game with Fleetwood at home. You know, Fleetwood were really good that day, but we also didn't get going at all. So, yeah, it's good to see the fans back, and it looks
say
like
again,
it's
Jake,
having
you
a
just went for
positive.
them, mate.
I'm going again, am I? Is it my?
I heard you say Fleetwood, so then you went for a bit. Don't worry, mate.
Oh yeah, I was on about the Fleetwood, the game that obviously that had no fans in it. So obviously Fleetwood were able to sort of clutch at a win. Played very well on the night though.
Yeah. Scotland squad been named for the Euros, I've seen. Shielded out, very well shielded out. And Lincoln will have a goal kick. But again, 25 minutes in almost, Jake. I'd be quite pleased if I was a Lincoln fan. You know, you're not 1-0 down, you're not conceded any soft chances. The worry is they can score at any given moment. And it's
yeah, it takes a second for them, doesn't it? You know, we've said probably about 5-6 times when you've got McGeady, who can literally put it anywhere he wants, anytime he wants. But you know, they've not been on the ball that much.
Cool.
Really, so.
Ball in, it's fallen. Scully.
He's given a foul for that.
That was.
He's given a foul.
Foul for
Rubbish. So yeah, you tell him to F off, Tom Hopper. Good man.
Jake is crystal clear for us. You both are perfect.
Superb.
Perfect.
Do they want subtitles like you do, Ben?
Yeah.
See, I don't think that's a foul, but I am very biased.
No, I don't. It's soft. It's soft.
No goals in previous 12 appearances.
They know how to cheer you up, don't they?
Don't they? Hopper's actually very important to the way we.
Yeah, he's like David McGoldrick, isn't he?
The pressing that he does. Oh God, now that's good football. Good football. Go on, Taylor. Down the left. Oh, poor decision.
But again, he's Lincoln again going forward, looking well. Which is good.
Teo Aiden, the guy playing left back, isn't even a left back. He's a midfielder.
Good ball, headed away. Again, just challenge for that because he's coming down into the box. Good tackle, still not out. Scrambled again. Kept the ball really well there.
Hops. Well done, Hops. You see, that's what he does. He keeps the ball. You said
how important he is to your playing. But again, Sunderland can counter. It's 3-on-3. Breaking through now. Got overlap. Again, Lincoln get back in numbers. Get into the shape really well. And they're saying break us down now. Again, they're still coming into the box. Deflected into the box. It's not going out for a corner. Yes, it has. First Sunderland corner of the afternoon. Lewis Montsemer, the Dutch defender, putting it out. Poor fan here, Lincoln was the second best side we have played. Yeah, in both games actually, Lincoln were losing with 10 minutes ago, weren't they? Bloomfield Road was 2-1, you won 3-2, and then at home you were 2-0 down and 2-2. So Lincoln's actually the only side in the top 6 that Blackpool failed to win against this season. Ball comes in, header.
Well done, Percy.
Good claim. And Lincoln were the only team that Blackpool failed to win against in the playoffs. So does that give you a bit of confidence?
You're hoping we get to the final then, Ben?
I can't possibly say, mate, because I'm a League One YouTuber. I've got to be as honest and unbiased as I can. But, come on, the imps.
Oh, you do love to see it. Oh,
I like Lincoln for who they are, the squad that they've got. They kind of remind me of a young, that England squad, really, how young and excited they are to watch. They are like the League One version of
of England.
Foden, Mount. It's just so good to. I like Lincoln a lot, and hopefully they can get the job done.
Even if we don't go up this year, there's some big teams in League One next season. You've got, the likes of Wednesday coming down. Wickham have been out of the division before. Rotherham know how to get out of the division.
Bolton are coming up. Then you've got your regulars,
Wigan.
Portsmouth, Sunderland, maybe.
Ipswich.
Yeah, exactly. There's loads to name from.
Derby might be coming down as well, so you never really know, do you?
Oh, they'll probably come down next year. But again...
oh, God, I don't like this.
Ball comes in, cleared at the front post.
Spurs loanee, that was, Ben.
Jake, chill.
No.
Just relax.
No.
I know how you feel, mate. I know how you feel. It's playoff football. You want it all season. When you're here, it's like you can't sleep at night. You feel sick. You can't eat. When we played Wickham, I didn't eat all on that Friday. Then all I could do after the game was comfort eat.
Oh, God. Do you know, it's just that sinking feeling in your stomach, isn't it? It just...
Yeah.
Oh, it's awful. It's awful. It's just nerves. And I think some of them look like they're very nervous, actually, I think.
I'll tell you something. Sunderland look shaky when Lincoln press. Because Lincoln look so up for it. It's unbelievable. Like, they look so energised. I said to you, didn't I, Jake, when you lost... When it was 3-3 against Peterborough, I worried for you a bit how you'd react from that. And, you know, you've reacted quite well with a good plum, you know. I think maybe having that 9 to 10 day break from not playing has kind of helped you, if you get what I mean.
Well, this is the first time we've had, I say a fully fit squad available, but obviously Palmer's got injured. Yeah, it sort of sums our season up. But in terms of outfield players, this is the first game week that every single player has been available for Appleton. Obviously, he doesn't want to use the ones that are, you know, risk. Like Jackson was risked. Obviously, it's not paid off. So yeah, we shall have to wait and see. But
I'll say Maxwell, Palmer, and Burge maybe up there, but I think he's got a good defence in front of him. I like the lad. I'm going to go with something a bit different. I'm going to go for the lad at Crewe, Yaskalainen. I like him a lot. Young goalkeeper.
I was going to go for Saban from Accrington.
Oh,
really like Toby said, he was really good the day we played them away from home. Really
he's good at
what's
saving shots.
Why do you all subscribe to this child? Honestly, I don't get it. You don't get that sort of pun on. Oh no, Rodgers.
And I tell you what, Rodgers has lost it, and Sunderland could be in.
That's not a foul.
If that foul the referee doesn't give it, it's going to be a throw-in.
Well, how's it their ball then? Oh, sorry, Ben. You're great.
Torquay beat the Lash in the playoff final. Big Dave Bamber with a legendary penalty. Happening all over again.
Am I allowed to swear, Ben? Can I call the referee a dude?
And tell you what, into the penalty box. Steady through. Bursic wants to come. Doesn't quite get there. And Sunderland all the way back with a goalkeeper. But again, the first 20 minutes were all Lincoln's. The last 6 or 7. Sunderland started to get on top again. Saying we are still here. And again, Lincoln may be looking a bit cagey. You just have to ride this one out for the next few minutes. Charging through midfield. Again, Lincoln in a very good, solid shape, which is expected. The 5th in the league. They've only conceded 50 goals this season. The ball comes in and bursts their claims. When you look at both sides, Sunderland have conceded 42 out of their 46 goal games this season. Lincoln conceded 50. They both scored a lot of goals as well and kept clean sheets. Has been the fundamental part of their season. And you'd feel whoever scored that first goal would have command. I'd worry if Sunderland got the first goal about Lincoln, how they cope. But again, they've shown on many occasions that they can come back. Blackpool, especially, and again,
Wigan twice this season. Wigan twice. Obviously, your best mates. It gave you one of the biggest moments of your Streams history, didn't they? We were 1-0 down at home to them, 1-0 down away to them, and we beat them twice. So something Fleetwood didn't do.
Aye. Something till I die, lol. Oh, yeah. We saw you cry on the telly.
You've got to be neutral, though, Ben. Don't forget that. I'll give over, ref. You're not going to give
we
that.
We saw you sing on the telly.
What's the comment saying,
it
Ben?
Should be that Ollie Crenshaw, when he scored against us, was probably the worst moment I've had in a long time. That was like, because that was probably the worst I've ever been about conceding a goal. Normally, I'm not too fussed. Well, I say that. I only cry for 2 days normally, but I had more views on that than I had probably over the previous 6 years of my channel history.
Yeah, you were. Oh, he's kicked that straight out of play. Yeah, you were crying, but you were crying into your wallet, weren't you? Oh, the ad revenue. Oh.
Maxwell's got the most clean sheets. It speaks for itself. It does. I said Maxwell's the best goalkeeper in the league, but it's like, yeah,
he's playing in front of a very good back four, though. He's playing in a very good back front of a very good back four that don't concede many chances.
When we played Sunderland, Tariki Dembele had Sunderland frightened. Tell you what, I think Scully, or as Barton would say, Anthony Scally.
Anthony Scally. And he goes and scores the winner.
I know. 1-0 win over Bristol Rovers over Josephine's Gas.
Not that you're obsessed with him, are you?
No.
No.
Nice little flick on.
Go on.
Good run. I tell you what, Lincoln got men up. Charlie Brennan Johnson strikes off the post.
Oh.
Corner. I tell you something. I think he could get a touch on that on the way through. But again, you hit the bar through a save from Bird. Brennan Johnson, bright, bushy-tailed, come through. Great hit. Just off the post. That was free from him. Again, what a half turn, Jake.
I don't think he saved
Bird maybe get a touch onto that.
It's the bounce, isn't it? It's the bounce.
Corner comes in.
Over the top. Is it another one?
Yeah, another corner.
The thing is,
I tell you something. This lad, Brennan Johnson, he is an absolute delight to watch. Like, he's so energized. He's like a kid in a sweet shop. You know, he's just so comfortable. And on the half turn, I don't think there's many players better than him. Ball comes in, header on.
Oh dear. No, I'll tell you what though, Ben. We watched Johnson. We've watched him over 46 games, however many he's played in all comps, whatever. When he's not on it, he's not on it. He didn't want to be there. You know, I'm sure you've seen players like that in the past.
Yeah, Devante Cole. When Cole wanted it, he was unbelievable. A bit like, a Delta Rat. When he wanted it to be there, like now Ranger. When it suited him, unreal.
But how many players this year in League One have been that good? They're going to get a call up for the senior national team to play in the Euros for a home nation. I don't think there'll be any bar. Maybe 2 or 3. Maybe Johnson will be one of them.
Yeah, absolutely. There's a few. And again, Scully down the line puts the ball in. No one there.
Oh, God, we need to score. We need to score, Ben.
This just reminds me, take your chances. What a tackle that is. Yeah, brilliant challenge. Tell you what, I'm not even a Lincoln fan and I'm getting into it. And again, the referee gives a foul for Sunderland. But again, Brennan Johnson with a half turn before. Scully again causing danger.
We need to score while on top, Ben. We need to score whilst we're on top, Ben, because
Scully brings the ball down, puts the ball into the middle, and he was cleared away at the front post. The back post. No one could get a touch onto it.
We're pressing very high today, aren't we?
I know.
Oh no, this is what worries me. Oh, I don't need to be worried, look.
Every time Lincoln have won the ball back off a poor mistake every time Sunderland have won the ball back off Lincoln by a poor mistake, they've always done really well.
But, I wonder how Sunderland fans are feeling watching this, Ben, because obviously we've only got one sort of perspective.
I think they'd be a bit nervy and not happy with the performance so far because I think they need to up it because Lincoln have been the better side. They're charging through midfield again, one back.
You think if they played like this on Saturday, that their supporters will be? Oh yeah,
the one that gets right onto the side. Like when they played against Fleet, when they drew 1-1 with us and they scored in the last minute, they didn't deserve it. They just had loads of possession and they kept shooting from 35 yards out. They went over the bar, and then in the end, they put a long ball forward and they score. But like I say, first 38 minutes, Lincoln have been the better side.
Oh God, sorry.
Tell you what, Lincoln are bloating with danger and they're giving the ball away. On this right-hand side, ball comes in, good block.
This is what I mean. Sunderland playing the style of football we do, Sunderland are always going to be able to force an error one way or
They'll
another.
They'll just pick you off one by one.
And it's Lewis Monsma, the Dutchman, that sort of really, he's been at fault for a few goals this year, to be fair. So we shall see. Hopefully, he sort of eradicated that out of his game. Out of his game for these two or three maybe games. But over the top from Sunderland there, didn't really worry. But always a give a corner. No, I look really good now, don't I? I thought he hit it aimlessly over the top, Gooch, but it must have come off Brig Cut.
Again, we've had 6 corners in this game. We've had 4 for Lincoln, 2 for Sunderland. And again, that was Gooch with the hit. He can strike him, just took a deflection.
Oh, yeah, only a small one, was it?
Again, all deflections have 6 minutes to go before half time. The ball comes in, now they break away.
Well, Hopper.
Hopper again, ball comes back in and bursts.
Well done. Well done, Percy. Good lad.
Not scared, is he?
No, I've been really impressed with him, to be honest.
He reminds me a bit like Pickford, like so dramatic, and he just comes out and claims them all.
But to be fair, that's brave goalkeeping, that is. He's ended up with a ball, that's really good goal. See, that's a foul, I think, on Percy. I'm sure they're going to give it, but...
Yeah,
I think they've given it, have they? Surely.
Absolutely.
Oh, there he is. Praise the Palmer.
What's his injury?
He's got a concussion.
Was he?
Yeah, so obviously he sustained it yesterday, so we've been told in training, and due to COVID concussion protocols, he's not been able to train, so we needed the goalkeeper. So yes, very, very good for us this year, Palmer. Obviously, it looks like he's going to go back to West Brom and be their first choice if Sam, because Sam Johnson's probably Premier League quality. Would you agree with them based on this season?
They're going to sell him. They were saying the other day. I could see him at someone like I could see if Burnley. I'm talking about Ramsdale. If Burnley sell Pope or if there's interest, Johnson would be on my list.
Yeah, absolutely. And
even if Spurs need a goalkeeper with Lloris coming towards an end, maybe get Sam Johnston in.
But I think the idea is that Alex Palmer goes back there, and after 2 really good loan spells out, do you need right wing back by any chance?
We've got a good one. If anyone wants a right wing back from Fleetwood, he's free to a good home. Very good going forward, very good defensively, and he'll go on for over £5 million. So you can have him for free if you want. I'll try.
I think we're good. I think we've just paid a fee for Regan Poole, so I don't really think we're after a right back at the minute. Who's the player in question, Ben?
Wesley Burns.
Oh, isn't he been linked with a move to Bristol Rovers?
Yeah,
I saw that. They're there because they're after Bodin as well, aren't they? From just been released by Preston.
Splash the cash. They'll be out of business with Joey carries on.
Right, I am getting a little bit nervous now. So the bands are back on, but oh no!
Rumble over top. Well held up.
That's a foul. Yeah, probably. Definitely a foul. Definitely a foul.
And now Spurs are losing. Oh Lord.
Are they? I'm gonna have a look at the Premier League. Actually, I've got the this game up on Google, which I shouldn't do. But yes, for 2-1.
Love it.
Are you gonna cry now, Ben?
I know. So Lincoln playing better. Yes.
We're playing all right. We're playing all right. Just get. Oh, Ollie Watkins scored for Aston Villa. Very good footballer. God, I'm scared. Aidan McGeady. Ball in.
Away again.
Cleared.
And it comes back in.
Get it, Johnson. Just don't jump in the air for it, you prat.
McGeady. He can do anything. Cuts inside. What a ball. McGeady deflected. Away again.
Regan. It's when he gets on the ball, they look great, don't they? They just look so dangerous.
I know. McGeady's a different player, isn't he?
But besides that, I mean, I'm not going to jinx it actually. So I'm just going to shut up because they're near our goal.
Ball comes in away at the front post. Header on.
That's a foul. Does not give it. I thought that was a foul on Johnson, but the referees decided not.
There's a good one 7 miles down the road. I know Blackpool's defence is very good.
Yeah, but they've conceded 5 goals to us this year, so they can't be great.
Oh, I know. A minute and a half.
We finished third. Oh,
just
God.
wide of the post. Gooch again. He's been their best player so far. Him and McGeady, every time they get on the ball, they look dangerous. 09. Gooch on the half turn, left foot, right foot, curling wide.
Oh, it's inches. Has Bursic got that covered, do you think? This would be the angle.
Yes.
Oh, I think Bursic saves it.
He does, but again, I tell you what, if someone scored, I think this some side will win this 1-0.
Yeah.
And I don't know who it'll be.
But to be a 1-0 for us isn't the end of the world, then, going up to Sunderland. But it's if it's 2 or 3, then like Blackpool beat Oxford last night, because then they'll just pick us off.
Absolutely. Long throw-in. Header on, nicked on, another throw-in.
Oh, Lewis thinks it's our ball. He's going to swear at him in Dutch. Good lad, Lewis.
Louis Van Daan.
So it sounds beautiful, doesn't it?
So another long throw into the box. We're coming up to the 45th minute. There'll probably be maybe 2 or 3 minutes added on.
Yeah, 2 minutes probably. 2 minutes. Obviously, we've had 2 injuries, haven't we?
The ball comes into the box. Header on and away again. Sunderland will still come. 3 minutes added time. 3 minutes.
Just trying to get to half time and be still in the tie.
Goes past Scully with the foul. Yeah, free kick to Sunderland. Again, it's been a Lincoln have shaded it, but I think after you take the first 20 minutes away, it's been a very even half, hasn't it?
Yeah, they've come back into it, Sunderland, really, haven't they? Sort of since Johnson's hit the post, they've been the better team, really. So it's different. We all expected this tie that was going to be one way or another, be fine margins, and it looks like it's going to cause me some extra grief. On Saturday as well, which I'm really looking forward to.
McGeady on this free kick. 1 of the 3 up. It's a good ball away.
Well, I think all the set pieces today have been quite poor, actually, haven't they?
Yeah, they have. Not great at all.
I don't think that's a foul, referee. He didn't push him, Johnson said. He's bloody right. Right, switch on. Don't know. Now you see you 3 or 4 yards.
Ball in away. McGeady on the half turn. Oh, again. He just wrapped it too heavily. Put too much on it.
I think it's coming at the right time.
It on target, but again, Sunderland getting free roam, really. A ball comes into the box. Good ball in, to be fair. Away. Comes out to
poor
McGeady.
Header, though, isn't it? It's a poor header from Rodgers.
He needs to be heading it all the way out. You think about it, a minute and 15 seconds to go before half time. Just get the ball anywhere. Get it out of that.
Yeah, get to half time.
Like Fluffy would say, get the ball out of my box. Long ball forwards and White is
foul on our man. Yeah, he's good lad. Shut up, Charlie White. You knobhead. Sorry. Ever so sorry. Oh, Ben. Well, it's not been as entertaining, has it, as yesterday's playoff game? So you definitely picked the wrong playoff to do a live show of. No goals.
No, I wanted to watch the playoff winners, mate.
You wanted to? Well,
I don't know why I'm cheering on. I want Lincoln to win the playoffs, but I've got something on my match bet. So it's one of those. I said to Jake before, I went, if Lincoln win or get a draw, it's a good result for you. And if Sunderland win, it's a good result for me.
Absolutely. So we're winning either way, really. But
McGeady picked up, and Lincoln will come again.
Should we? Oh, he's going to blow there, is he? Is he going to blow there? Yeah. There
yes, he is. The referee blows up there at half time. It is 0-0. We'll come to you, Jake. You're going to give us a quick summary of the first half, and then I'll pop in.
Yeah, so Lincoln sort of started the better team, really. We had a few opportunities. We've pressed Sunderland high. They've made a few mistakes, and unfortunately, we've not been quite able to capitalise on said opportunities, which is really disappointing. And then, obviously, after Johnson hit the post, Sunderland have sort of turned it on a little bit. Lyndon Gooch had a shot blocked. McGeady as well is always dangerous. So I think if you're Lincoln at the minute, you're sort of happy that you've got into half time, and if you're Sunderland, you're sort of thinking that half time's come at the wrong time, just as they sort of got going. So hopefully that sort of alters Sunderland and less than us, and we can manage to get a goal in the second half.
Yeah, I hope that it all matters on one goal, doesn't it? Really,
Yeah.
In my opinion, I can agree with Jay what he said there. I think it's been so close, been on a knife edge. When Johnson's hit the post and a chance, off the bar that Burge saves. It's been very, very close, and Sunderland had opportunities as well through Gooch, and Burzic's done well, but it's all going to come down to one moment. I'd expect a better performance from Sunderland in the second half. When you look at their bench, it's very attack-minded as well. They've got Diamond, Maguire, they've got Leadbitter, Winchester and Stewart, all outfield players to come on. And you look at Lincoln's, left to come on Sanders, Bramwell, McGrandles, Morton. And Anderson have done it again. And it's not quite as attack-minded. Both sides are very good. But again, let us know your thoughts on the second half. What will be the prediction? But like I say, were you happy with Sunderland in the playoffs, or did you want someone else?
Do you know what? Part of me sort of wanted to play Blackpool because obviously the two games we had with them in the main season, the one I wanted to avoid was Oxford, because Oxford are a team. I'm not sure if you watched the game on Sky. Oxford were very good against us. It was just that they got onto that really good run. So Blackpool were the team I wanted purely because I thought that if you get Blackpool out the way in the semi-finals, you're pretty much onto the you're not going to play as good a team as them. So yes, Blackpool over the two games, but it's Sunderland, and we've had some disappointing results.
Yeah.
To my computer. Can you hear me, mate?
Yeah, I can hear you now, mate.
I'm going to move over to my computer, and I might get my mate to come on FaceTime. Is that all right?
Yeah, of course you can, mate.
Can you send me the link via Twitter?
I will. I'll send it you now, mate.
Thank you. Just bear with me. I'll be back in about 2 seconds.
All right then, mate. No worries. Jake will be back. So if you've got any questions for us, let us know in the chat down below, and I'll be interested to see and hear them. Hi, Ben. How are you? I'm very good. I will send you a clip, mate. Remind me in a minute. 0-0 at half-time is fine. Look on the bright side. This time last year versus Wickham, comes 3-1 down. Yeah, we were awful that day, weren't we? When you think about it. But, yeah, we were terrible. Let's be honest. We were terrible. And whose fault was that? I'm not going to blame any names, but there's definitely a few names on that list. But yeah, 0-0 at half time. And I'm just hoping that the second half's a bit better. That's all. And a few more goals would be nice. We want to see goals because in the previous playoff games, we had 3 at Blackpool, we had 2 at Newport yesterday. And yeah, those are your final predictions. Thoughts for Plymouth Argyle this season? They weren't bad, were they? First season to stay up. I think that's not a bad season. We are getting Jake back in, guys. Do not worry. I put £2 on 3-0 Liverpool tonight. All right. Not a bad bet. Not a bad bet. Jake, I'm struggling to get you the link, mate, at the moment. I'll try and send it on Twitter, mate, if it lets me. Okay, mate. Yeah, so at half time, it's not been too bad, and just hopefully we get some more goals. That's what we want to see. I put 2-0. I'm going to go for 2-0 Liverpool. I'm going to go for 2-0 Liverpool in that one. But like I say, if you're new to the channel, guys, please remember to like and subscribe. That would be massively appreciated. And there we go. He's got it. Oh, God, we don't want that.
Hello.
There we go, Jay. Honestly, I couldn't get you the link anyway because I've got it on my laptop, the other link, and I can't log on to my Facebook. And I got a code, right? And the code was the worst. I don't know if it's real or not, but I'm not going to say it on here. But the code was, put it that way, the weirdest name, the weirdest password I've ever got. But anyway, we're back on, and I can see your knee clearly, mate. And like I say, how are the nerves now? Because, like I say, the game's not, is on a knife edge, is it? As we first thought, you've been the better side. They've had moments as well, but it's not been that killer moment for Sunderland, has there?
No, I'm not. I don't really feel like I'm shaking as I was. That sort of last 10 minutes of the first half, definitely I was a bit all over the place in my stomach. But yeah, my nerves are fine. I think Saturday is probably the day. If obviously if this ends as a draw, which it looks like it might do, or it's going to be tight. The tie's not over, is it? You look at the Oxford game, that tie is over. You would assume. Either way, even if we're a goal down, this tie's not over. We can go to Sunderland and outscore them. So, yeah, the nerves are fine. I've just been on the phone to a guy who's got tickets, who's sat sort of just near the goal where we've been attacking. Atmosphere sounds absolutely electric. He thought we were probably the better team, which is probably fair. We've all got Lincoln City tainted glasses on, so
yeah,
it would be you lot as neutrals that will tell us that I'm absolutely deluded. You know what? Feel free to come over to my Twitter and tell me exactly that. But yes, we're relatively happy, not nervous, but I think we're more excited just for the second half to be here because we weren't expecting to be here in the first place, as I've told you. So we're just excited. Yeah, and I think that will come down. I think what could have gone in Oxford's favour was obviously us, Blackpool and Sunderland have all been looking at the top two for most of the season. And obviously none of us have got it, but Oxford was sort of happy to be in the top six. I think Joe sort of said this on Lee's channel the other day, but it could have been good for them, but they've cocked it up by now. So yes, it's sorry if that didn't really answer your question, but
don't worry, mate.
We're all good for the most part.
Oh, I know, and like I say, I don't know if I could deal with Fleetwood on a live thing. I think I'd be pacing around, up and down, and but the fans made a huge difference. You can certainly tell in the game. It's going to be interesting to see how the second half starts. You think that Lincoln would have to get at Sunderland straight away to let them know they're there again. Quick half-time playoff quiz. What do West Ham, Torquay and Bradford have in common? Is he beating Blackpool in the playoffs? And Bradford, by the way, story about that. Blackpool were 2-0 up in the first leg away from home. And they put in the programme, Road to Wembley. They lost 3-0, lost 3-2.
Oh, you sort of hoping something else happens today then?
I know. So just if you're winning, don't put Road to Wembley, as Blackpool certainly found out. But they have got the best playoff record from 5 promotions from 8 years, unbeaten in their last 10 semi-finals.
Oh dear, Ben, it's all go, isn't it?
It's
all drama. It's all drama.
It is all drama. When the Fleet will come back for pre-season after about 3 weeks, and we're back in about 7-8 weeks, I guess. No, about 6 or 7 weeks, I guess. So at the moment, I'm not going to lie, mate. I don't want pre-season. I'm enjoying the time off watching them at the moment. But hopefully, something to be announced soon by the club with a friendly against the big club, which will be good. And
you're playing Lincoln in pre-season.
Begins with L, mate, but that's all I'll say. But yeah, we might be able to play in pre-season. Next season when we're in the Champions or in League 2.
Bring it on, boy. Bring it on.
Just don't be like us. Don't be like us get into the playoffs and then go on an awful season, because only Oxford from last season playoffs are there this year. Obviously, Portsmouth didn't get in. Obviously, Portsmouth didn't get in. Wickham were already up, and
they'll be in it. They'll be in them next year, though, mate. They'll be in them next year, 100%. Danny Cowley's gonna get him. Go. Oh, not Fleetwood.
Oh, I know, mate. All our tactics are give it to winger and cross it at the moment.
No. Have you been linked with really any players? I know we've been linked with quite a few. We've been linked with I know Matt from the Third Tier podcast is not very happy, but we've been linked with Jordan Graham. So yeah. I'm just sort of wondering if Fleetwood have been sort of eyeing up anybody that's come out of contract, that sort of thing, or.
No, not at the moment. But like I say, last year we lost too many games of football, so hopefully we can get some players in that we don't lose. Because last year we lost, we lost to Blackpool, we lost to Charlton. We didn't lose to Lincoln, did we? We lost
last season.
Well, this season.
Well, no, but last season.
Well, I'm calling it last season, but still, and then you think who else,
Did you lose to Shrewsbury?
Fleetwood probably lost to Calvin Beath under 5s, 5-a-side team. St Mirren over 75, 7-a-side team. It wasn't the best of season. We weren't entertainers, but like I say, is still a lot to play for League One this season, and
we're coming up as Fleetwood are, I'm sure you won't mind me saying this, are traditionally a non-league club where they've come from. Surely, where did you finish? 15th, maybe?
Yeah.
That's good. For a club.
It is good, but when you compare it to our expectations, mate, of the last few years, it's bad. It says a lot.
But I don't understand how your expectations can be through the roof as, especially like Lincoln. Obviously, I
get that. Just the expectations from last season, mate. Finishing in the playoff with a good squad.
Yeah. But you
that was a good squad we had. We got Freddie in. Hello, all about League One. You all right, mate?
That's Freddie. Hello, Freddie.
Fred the Red. 1-0 Sunderland.
Don't panic.
I would really love Fleetwood versus Morton in a pre-season friendly. Fair dues. And second half is about to start in the next 2 to 3 minutes. What do you think the final score will be then if you had to predict, Jake?
No, don't put it. No, because someone will clip it and I'll say we're going to win 2-0 and we're going to get beat 5-0. And I can't live with that on my Twitter feed. So I'm going very Gary Neville here, but oh God, my Sky's buffering a little bit. I reckon 0-0.
Yeah, I could be a goal. I need to go for Sunderland 1-0 victory. When you look at the players that they've got, McGeady, White,
right. Cheers, Ben. Thank you.
Yeah, I think Lincoln will open up. A stat for you: the last 8 years, if the teams in 3rd, 4th, and 6th have gone up in the last 8 years. No one in 5th in the last 8 years have gone up. Lincoln finished 5th. So hopefully that's a good omen to end, and Lincoln can complete this this season. But they are gonna, if they have to go to the final, they are going to play more than likely the best team in the playoffs, in my opinion, the Blackpool side, who score goals, who were very solid defensively and played very well yesterday. So
we shall see, sir. We shall see.
You can beat anyone though, Freddie. You know, I think you can beat either of these two sides over 9 minutes. You know, but
it's on the day, isn't it, Ben? It's not just what they've done over 46, 48 games. It's
exactly.
On the day. If your luck's not in, your luck's not in. You know, Blackpool could have 8 opportunities and miss them all, whereas, you know, Lincoln or Sunderland could have 1 and score it. So football's not played on paper, unfortunately, because if it was, Sunderland would have won the Premier League about 85 times.
Yeah, we had 30,000 fans at home in Sky Bet League One. We had 49,000 against Bradford, which is a League One record.
Won the trophy for it.
Aye. Again, we're about to get underway. It is going to be the Imps that get us underway. Playing in front of 3,000 fans. It was 4,000 at Oxford last night. There's going to be 4,000 at Bloomfield Road on Friday night, and 10,000 Sunderland fans at the return leg at the stadium. A reminder of the teams: Lincoln Bursick in goal, back for Poole, Ayoma, Montemet and Adoon, Johnson, Bridcut and Grant, and Scully, Hopper, and I've gone off. And
who did you name? Go on. Here we go. That's a foul. That's it. Well done, George.
And Lincoln have a foul.
Best player in the league. Come for me. George Grant. Don't care. Best player this season.
Out of an argument, who's going to win the penalty, him or Fernandez?
Well, he scored 9 this year. I don't know how many Fernandez has scored.
Aye. Grant over this. The arm goes up. It's a good ball towards the back stick. Header on. The keeper comes.
I'm behind.
Well,
I'm behind. Right, I'm fast forward now. I was 10 seconds behind you. Right, they're just coming forward now, Sunderland.
There we go.
Get over there, TJ. Well done.
Is this the only playoff game today?
Yeah, because the League 2 ones were both last night, weren't they?
No, there's one tomorrow.
Is it?
Yeah.
I thought they both played last night, didn't they?
Putting on the shot! What a save, Bursick!
Good lad, Joe.
Superb save from Bursick in goal. Jones, the man alone from Rangers, he picks it up on that far side. He cuts it in, inside, outside.
Off the bar as well.
He used it really well. Bursick saves onto the bar. We saw Lee Bursick in the first half. What a strike. Brilliant saves. A Sunderland corner 2 minutes in. Struck like with real venom. And Bursick gets on well.
We're taking a liking to him at the minute. Oh.
Lincoln hit the post in the bar. Now Sunderland have done the same thing.
Oh, God.
McGeady, ball in. They're on! Off the bar now!
Make it stop. Make it stop.
Tell you what, that bar's been rattled. Bit like me last night with all the Blackpool fans tweeting me.
Lee Johnson has shoved a rocket up Sunderland at half time.
Absolutely,
Guaranteed.
they're coming again. McGeady. Lincoln can't get out.
God, I'm actually terrified. I'm actually terrified.
Power. Long throw into the box. Be careful there. Drops off. Out again. But again, Lincoln come clear. There's no one up. And Sunderland can just wave after wave.
What time are you at, Ben? What time are you at?
I tell you what, finding a gap in, you know, when everyone's back, it's like, you know, when you go like to Woolworths or, you know, you pick a mix and you get all your big ones and at the end you put all your mini eggs and your raisins and your Smarties into all the gaps in it. And that's what Sunderland need to do, just to find the small gaps.
What time are you at, Ben?
24.
Oh, I'm literally about 8 seconds ahead of you.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll try.
I'm at the same time as you now.
You're just seeing the replay of them hit the bar, yeah.
Yeah. What a header that was. Oof. Was
it Bailey Wright? Yeah, it is, isn't it? Should score there, really.
I don't have the link on me, Fred. I'll try and see if I can get you in at the end, mate. But I'll try and get you at the end, mate. But
they've come out. They've come out with some fight, haven't they? Go on, Morg.
Hey, here come Lincoln though.
Go on, Morg. Go on, Morg.
Morgan Rogers, inside outside, because he got through.
Too much. Oh, we tried
If you
too
like the
much.
stream, guys, that'd be appreciated. Let's try and get to 30 likes. That'd be mental.
He just walked past them, wasn't he? He walked past them like they weren't there.
Did it with ease. Mate.
That's how good he is, honestly.
Oh, what a challenge.
Oh, what a challenge. Timothy, as we call him. Timothy. Spurs man, so you might see him next season replace Serge Aurier at the new ground, hopefully, if he gets his chance. That's a foul. Good ref. Good. It started the same though, isn't it? It started a bit like basketball.
I know, it's like both sides have had kind of a rocket up the backside. I could see this going all the way.
What, pens?
Yeah.
No, because Sunderland are beating us on pens before this season. So just be
Cool now. The experienced man. He's very versatile. Operates best on that right hand side. Lincoln are coming again. 51 minutes on the clock. Almost.
I was going to say how far.
I always round up Scully in behind. Pulled the pass. Off the line. Back in again. Oh, should be 1-0 Lincoln.
Go on, Brent. George.
Strike. Deflected. Oh,
yes!
They scored. Lincoln scored. It's 1-0 to Lincoln. It's Lincoln and Simpson back. They found a way through. James buzzing. What a goal in playoff tie. Lincoln fans unite again. Celebrating again. It's been a long 14 months without them, but they're back in full swing.
Hopper. It's Tom Hopper.
It's Tom Hopper. He handled his previous 12. He's deflected. He's still not out. It was 2-3 goals at the cherry.
That's
He never gave up. Scully on that far side.
Can I just say,
there's no bit at this level. And there he was, the prod home. And Sunderland are 1-0 down in this Embassy. It's Lincoln City 1. Sunderland 0. What a goal, Jake.
George Grant. What did I tell you?
Tell me about that goal, son.
Oh, I can't believe it. It's just the man you want in that spot. Tom Hopper, the goal scorer, sticks it in. He comes out with his Shearer celebration. He's been waiting to do that. He's had a really tough time of it since arriving from Southend last year, and that will be really good for him. And you can see what it means to that group of players, can't you?
Absolutely, mate.
And do you know what? I am absolutely shaking at the minute because I didn't. Well, I'm not going to speak too soon, but it's amazing.
What a goal, by the way! Just the way it was worked. 3 goals to the cherry, 4 goals to the cherry. They just didn't give up, did they? And what a goal!
Do you know what it was, Ben? It was Bridcut. The ball sort of came out of the box, and Liam Bridcut picked it up and drove it back in, didn't he?
Yeah, they kept plunging it back in, and again, Sunderland couldn't get out. It's a real poacher's goal. We talked about poachers, the imp. People have been proud of that one.
Absolutely, and you know it was just always give a foul. Obviously, it was really it's George Grant, mate. He affects games. We've said it. He got in your team of the season. I think he got in the EFL team of the season. He comes up with big moments in games, and that's a really big moment for Lincoln City Football Club, and that is. I'm almost lost for words, Ben. I'm almost lost for words. Obviously, we know the tie's not over. It's good to be ahead. Obviously, don't get me wrong. It's really good to be ahead, but if we're ahead and there's about 3 minutes to play, I'm sorry, I'm going to be crawling around the side of this camera.
Ball comes into the box, header on. It's going to be a goal kick. Okay. I think Lincoln will take it every day of the week.
I don't like it, Ben.
I don't like this.
Oh, God. Oh, that's brilliant. That's absolutely fantastic. You see Appleton on the screen there. He doesn't smile, does he? He loves it. He doesn't smile, though. Is this the goal? This is the goal. Look, we should have scored.
Oh, headed away. First by headed away twice. Bridcut does really well. Grant puts the ball, and I tell you something, that ball.
Brilliant.
Finds the man.
It's really awkward ball, isn't it? Because it's going in the far post.
You just don't know where it's going to go.
So the goalkeeper can't commit and come and get it. So, and obviously Hops Hops has been there at the right place at the right time and stuck it in, which is what we paid the money for him for. So we're if we can just
well held up. Was that Tom Hopper?
Ben. Tom Hopper is the perfect centre forward for the way Lincoln City like to play.
Perfect. They were just the way he held up and got past,
And you saw him the first half.
10th goal of the season, but look at Dave McGoldrick. He's only got 7 goals Sheffield United, but he's their best player.
Oh, that was nasty. I tell you what, mate. George Grant don't like that. Appleton don't like it either.
Luke 9.
He irritates me. He's a really nice bloke. I'm sure he's a really nice bloke, but he irritates me. Because there was no need for that, was there?
No.
Rogers is
frustration, isn't it?
Yeah, it is, and I can understand because that's the pressure on these Sunderland players. It's sort of coming out, really, isn't it? And that's clearly worked for us. So, God, I love it and I hate it at the same time. Oh, you see, he's clattered into him there again.
Still got it.
Corner ball. And we've gone quick. Oh, we've got someone down. Is it Rogers?
Yeah, Rogers is down.
It's all right. He's a tough cookie, Jeff. He'll carry on, as Jeff Shreves would say on FIFA. But obviously, Rogers is a player that's sort of really enjoying the crowd being there. So it's good for him.
Aye, it's going to be a corner. George Grant the one over. 11 minutes into this second half, the arm goes up right into the mix. The back post headed away again.
Oh, he's give a foul.
And you give a.
Yeah, that was a foul. To be fair, it was a push from I think it was Hopper at the back post. But it wasn't where Lee Burgess just put the ball down. My goodness.
Yeah.
Do you think referees are too scared to tell players where the free kick?
Yeah.
I think they are. I think they're terrified of players.
Never mind referees. I think our manager's scared of players.
I've been asked, and I'm going to get the. Freddie has asked me to get the chat up because apparently he's been talking to me, so I feel bad for not talking to him. Let me get it up. And plus, we can have an extra viewer on there as well, Ben. We always like that, don't we?
Oh, I do.
We like the numbers, but Sunderland are coming forward now. Look, Luke 09 on the right hand side.
You knew he was going to go there. Can he get anything? Either a free kick? Yes, he has.
Not a foul. Never a foul. That's you see to me. That's
Jones
soft,
again goes over easily.
Soft. Would you agree, Ben? Soft.
Yeah, very soft, mate.
Obviously, this is now a really good position for Sunderland to come on and grab a goal. Right. Let's have a look. 23 likes on the stream, Ben. You must be happy with that one.
Absolutely. Keep liking, guys, and subscribing. We're 700 away from 7,000 now. So, any help is appreciated. We're almost 12 minutes into the second half. The free kick about to come into the glaring sunshine in Lincolnshire. Back post. Header in. Loops over the bar. Again, nothing wrong with that at all.
To be fair, I've just seen what Freddie's put in the chat. He's been telling me it's going to be a Blackpool Lincoln final. He's been telling me for ages. But I've not been
imagine that if Oxford win 4-0. Like,
just be careful, Ben, because that will be clipped and come.
Imagine I said, imagine you win 2-0, and look, it'd be interesting to see how Oxford. I think Blackpool will win. I don't think Blackpool will win on Friday. But I think they'll draw 1-1.
I don't know, because Oxford are going to have to go for them, and obviously Blackpool are quality when trying to pick teams off. So it's difficult, isn't it? Oh, this is what I don't like.
Mate, let's be honest. Every time someone got the ball, all they're doing is nothing. They're just putting the ball into random areas. No one's onto it. Sunderland have been awful. They've been awful. Lincoln have held their own very, very well. I've been very impressed.
I don't like it. Clear it, Joe. Good luck.
We're nearly at the hour mark. I always say take a minute by. Just keep going through minute by minute. And that's what Lincoln have done. They're 14 minutes into this second half and the 59 minutes of the way there. But like I say, it's just over a quarter of the way through.
Oh God, I hate this playoff football. I absolutely hate it, but it can bring you such joy, can't it?
Yeah, it's the best when you win. It's the worst when you lose, though.
Because you when you came up out of the conference, did you win the title?
In League Two, he won the. When we came out of the conference, we won the title, about 102 points, something like that. Yeah. And then in League Two, we had a year like finished like mid-table. Then we had, I think it was 13th. Then we finished in the playoffs, finished 4th. We should have finished about top 2, really.
O'Nine's in trouble here. Luke O'Nine's in trouble. George Grant's gone down holding his face. Hopper's just having a quick reminder with the referee. Luke O'Nine's lost it, mate.
Yeah. Who's the better sides? I'm a Newport fan. Lincoln been the better side. They deserve their lead. As you can see, the 1-0 up via this ticker below you. It's going to be a yellow card. I think that's the first one in this afternoon.
It is, you're right. It is. But to be fair, if you see this here from the reaction, look, there's no need for... Look at him.
Oh, he just shoved him out of the way, that. I tell you what, he's a very lucky one on a red card.
Lincoln have been quite lucky with cards this year, so I'm probably going to be quiet. And George has probably made a bit of a meal of it, but we're winning, Ben. Who cares? The thing is, can we get a second? If we get a second, then I'm very confident. But obviously, we've got to get it. Go on, Morgan, down the left. Out to Teo. Teo cuts back.
Really well.
George Rogers. Oh, it's awful.
Awful.
I don't know what he's tried there. I think he's just tried to dink it into the far post, but he's got it massively wrong. I mean,
exactly.
Look at the football is good.
I tell you what, Sunderland haven't reacted at all to conceding, have they?
No, and it's really good football from Lincoln to work the space. But do you think I think Rogers will probably claim that's a cross, not a shot.
Yeah, and I think Grant won't be saying that's a shot either. Lincoln's 100th goal of the season, Jake.
Yeah, I mean it's a good time to hit it, isn't it? Obviously, we want 102, 103, 104, 105. I don't care as many goals as it takes. That my season ticket next year is a championship one.
Have you already bought yours for next year?
I have £350. It was for an adult.
It's very good that they keep it at the same price regardless. People charge you over 525 quid, I think.
Yeah, I think that's awful. I don't know if you saw on Lee's channel the other day, we did with Sheffield Wednesday. They introduced a 10-year season ticket.
Oh yeah.
And it was like £6,500, but it never started until Wednesday got promoted out of the Championship, and obviously now they're in League One with us. So, well, definitely you, maybe not me, but certainly they'll be seeing Ben Natman at Hillsborough next year.
I know, hopefully, mate. Hopefully we'll be able to go.
It's looking good, isn't it?
It is looking very good, which is the main thing. But like I say, Lincoln have still got a job to do. Sunderland are coming through again, passing through the lines, not got no one up, and Lincoln are just stopping everything that Sunderland wants to do.
Brilliant, TJ. Brilliant. Look at the pressing.
It's unbelievable. Sunderland look rushed, and now are they back with the goalkeeper? Yeah, we're back with the goalkeeper. Yeah. They had it in Sunderland's quarter out. Now it's back.
That will really please Appleton, Ben. That will really please Appleton. Oh, we've got a massive hole there. We can pull.
And Sunderland, one launch, cut inside, all across, away. It's a box shot, blocked away again.
Well done, Teo.
Well, I'll go up and Lincoln can come again.
Right. Oh, George has lost his footing.
Grant does well. He holds it up.
That was Rogers into Teo. Poor ball again.
Here comes Sunderland.
Through the middle.
Left to right.
McGeady's coming in on his foot.
Inside McGeady. Aiden McGeady!
Bersick.
What a save.
What a
ball
save.
Coming back in again. Away. Corner kick. How's McGeady scored?
Oh, Bersick's got cramp. Oh,
the goalkeeper's down.
Oh no. Oh no, that could, he's been really good today, hasn't he?
Aiden McGeady cuts inside. Oh, good save.
Keeper took a knock. Freddie's just said.
The keeper's taking a knock.
Let's have a look. Oh, he's collided with Bridcut. You could see he was a bit ginger when he got up there, couldn't you? I suppose. So
yeah.
Hopefully he's okay.
We don't want a goalkeeper though, do we?
No. Well, do you think the FA Sunderland will mind if we just sign another emergency loan goalkeeper and we just delay the second half until a bit later? Are we allowed to do that? Come on, Joe. Good lad, Joe. Good lad. He looks good in pink.
The good goalkeeper kit.
It is. It is. Oh, look at the crowd. Look at the crowd.
So good to see it.
I've missed it.
How we applied for the ballot, do you know?
I think everybody applied for the ballot that was eligible, so you had to have a season ticket for this season.
How many people had a season ticket?
Probably nearly 5,000 people.
You just missed out.
Yeah, so I didn't renew this year, but I had a season ticket last year, but I've renewed for the
And away again. Who's going to win the playoff Champions League 1 and League 2? Well, I said at the start of it, I think Brentford, I think Blackpool, and I think Newport. Pool is down now.
Championship, I think it's going to be Bournemouth. League 1, I'm not going to comment on, and League 2. I think Newport. I think Newport are going to. Obviously, they won last. They beat Forest Green last night, didn't they?
2-0, yeah.
And is it Tranmere, Morecambe tonight, or is it tomorrow?
Tranmere Morecambe's tomorrow.
You know, just the replay there. That save from Bursig, and then here's the Bailey Wright header that stung the bar at 0-0. And then here's the goal. George Grant, ball in, Hopper, goal. Here we go. There he is. His Shearer celebration with his arm in the air. Good old boy. Lincolnshire lad, Tom Hopper is, by the way, Ben.
Great to see in it.
Born and raised in Boston, which is close to where I live, actually. Yeah, obviously he played with Scunthorpe and he got his move to Leicester, did really well there, and now he's back at home with us, and we're really enjoying. Obviously, he was part of the scandal, wasn't he, under Nigel Pearson in Thailand? So obviously, he's not let that affect him too well, and yes,
very good to see.
Regan Paul just looks like he's had a bit of a knock to the back of the head. Was it? Let's have a look.
When he came in, he clattered, yeah.
Bailey Wright, isn't it? It's his back. Looks like he's back, but I don't think he'll come off. He looks a bit of a.
He's a trooper, isn't he?
Yeah, and I think he's had. Oh God, Ledbetter and number 31. Is that Jack Diamond? No, it's Stewart.
Yeah.
So Ledbetter coming on, Stewart coming off.
Again, Sunderland need to do something because they've been poor. They've been very predictable. Lincoln have read everything that they've done and have rated it really well. So I think they've done, a job on Sunderland, mate. Like Sunderland are rushing things down. They're getting frustrated. As a Lincoln fan that you are, if I was a Lincoln fan, I'd be very proud of the performance so far.
I think, yeah. I think we were underdogs, aren't we? I think Sunderland are favourites to win the playoffs. So it's always good to see the underdogs do well. And obviously, I think we're not the bottom of the table in terms of odds now, because I think Blackpool are sat bottom of that 4-team list. So third favourites, it's Let's just hope that these changes don't sort of reinvigorate.
Ledbetter and Stewart on for Power and Jones.
Well, to be fair, Power's been very poor.
I don't rate him as a footballer.
Obviously, he had a bit of a run-in with Carl Robinson, didn't he, the other week?
Yeah,
so.
and Matthew Oxford Sunderland final, just for that, because of that, that clash happened a few weeks ago. I know that's not going to happen. And
tell you what, Sunderland are wanting to get on with it, aren't they? They're
they're rushing now. They were taking the time before.
But God, this is honestly, this is the part of the game, Ben, that I've been dreading most. If we were winning, and then oh God. So where's this Stewart come from that's just come on the pitch? I've not been too made aware of him. Obviously,
good player, very good player, isn't he?
Is it Jones at some Rangers, is it? And it's did they sign him from Scotland as well?
Stuart.
Yeah.
No, yeah, good. I like him a lot. He's been more of a squad player this year. But, when you've got a lot of good players, kind of with his ability, when you got McGeady as well, it's hard to get a game in. But
is he a wide player or is he a striker or what sort of? Where would he prefer to play?
He's very versatile, I must admit. But like Luke O'Nien, look at where he does. He can play in like 5 or 6 positions. Come back 20 minutes into the box. McGeady over the bar.
Over the top. Oh, he's got to do better there.
I'll tell you what, he's had a few of that.
I'll tell you a story about Aidan McGeady at Sincil Bank, Ben, if you like.
Go on, mate.
We beat them 2-0 at the Bank the year we first came into the league. Obviously, it's the biggest game of the year for a newly promoted team. That was close.
That's Stuart. So go on, mate. Carry on.
We were 2-0 up and the ball came over to the co-op stand, which is the stand you can see from the TV on the back. And Lincoln fans are obviously taking the mick a bit and throwing the ball about. And Aidan McGeady squared up to a Lincoln player and got booked. And he was getting booed all afternoon. That's a foul.
Oh, another foul! So I think there could be 2 yellow cards coming out.
But they've played advantage, so that'll be a goal kick, will it?
Yeah.
I think.
Well, that's Stuart. He played for Ross County, a yellow card there. Played for Ross County, and he's a striker. He's not played much this year. I think he signed in January, if I remember rightly. But he's only played. Just got it up here. He's played 11 times this season, scored 2 goals. 15 and 63 for Ross County. So, like I say, scored a couple of goals, but when you've got Charlie White in your side and you've got McGeady, it's hard to shine, isn't it? It
is. Especially if you're a central striker. It'll be difficult for him to, how many goals has Charlie White scored? 27, potentially 28, that sort of number. And
25 in the league, mate. No penalties as well, by the way.
It'd be difficult for him to stake a claim, won't it? As a central striker, you can't drop Charlie White. We should have to see. Hopefully, Stuart has a quiet afternoon, quiet evening here as well. That would be. But my issue is now
coming again. I tell you something. Watching this football, I take any of these at Wembley. I think you would, mate. Both, but Lincoln played well, I think. But Blackpool the strongest. Sunderland coming again. Slips as he puts the ball in, and you see the great arms and but again, very predictable.
Yeah, do you know what? McGeady seems to be off it. I'm going to say it with 18 minutes to go, but McGeady seems off it, doesn't he? That chance, that he just put over the bar.
He's had 2 or 3. When you look, 11 to 50 attempts, 3 on target to 3, 5 corners to 4, 42 possession to 58. Let's be honest, it's been a very low quality game, but when both sides hit the bar, when Lincoln hit the post of the bar and Sunderland hit the bar twice,
They have had more possession, though. You were right. Sunderland have had 58% of possession. So
yeah, but he wasn't anything with it. Lincoln have been very well in the shape. They predicted everything that's Sunderland going to do. Down the line, does really well. Tries to get on the inside. He's got on the inside. The ball will come in. Burst it there and away again. That sun, by the way, at the ground's doing my head in.
Yeah, it's irritating me because I panicked that had gone in.
Yeah, I know. It's like you just can't really see most of the things. I think that could be a foul on the Lincoln man there. Oh, no, it wasn't.
I think that's Teo fouling Gooch, if I'm honest.
Yeah, it was when I look back at it. But someone coming again, ball across, scrambled, and away.
Well done, Johnson. That's a foul. Well done.
Take them all down.
A bit of time out the game.
Come on, Lincoln.
Leadbitter clearly has sort of brought something to them, hasn't he? Because he's getting on the
ball. Done very well there, Grant Leadbitter. He scored in
this fixture as well.
Doncaster early on this season.
Scored at this ground earlier in the season as well. Scored a penalty. So, a player of his caliber is, it's Is it his hometown club? I have a feeling that. Oh, Scully's in. Oh, he's not. Never mind. Ignore.
Ooh, good pressing by Hopper. Great pressing. I tell you what, Lincoln. It wouldn't surprise me if Lincoln got another goal, mate. It really wouldn't. Like, look at that roar. You know, that roar again. Come on, you know, getting all the Lincoln players jeered up.
There's my mate. But
there's definitely a few that you know, I'm guessing.
Oh, I know. I've seen a few people that I've been to the football with over the years. It's good to see that they've all got tickets. Obviously, if I can get tickets, you want your best mates to go, don't you? So it's good that my little football family have made the way there, and they're watching football. I'm very jealous of them, but you know, I shan't be buying them a pint when I see them on Saturday for the second leg. But you know what, we'll let that one. So obviously, then Sunderland are going to have the same sort of advantage on Saturday, aren't they? With 10,000, but
they are.
You can imagine that if they're not back in the tie by half time.
Oh, I tell you what, they're coming again. And I tell you what, Charlie White's in. White! Oh, my Lord.
He's missed that. I don't know what he's playing at.
It was offside anyway.
Offside.
Charlie White was in. Sunderland held the line very well.
Was he offside? Was he? Yeah. Oh, no, he's not. He's not. I don't think he is. I don't think he's offside there. Okay, so someone is. Yeah, I think someone's lying to us in the chat, Ben.
We are a bit behind, so just don't look at the chat. I don't think
that. I think they're fibbing.
Yes. Oh my God! Oh, it's 2-0. It is 2-0. Oh, Lincoln are 2-0 up. What a massive goal that could be! What the hell is Sunderland playing at? Joy for the Imps, dismay for the Mackhams. Sunderland's playoff woes are about to get worse.
You did say, didn't you? You did say you could see us getting another one.
So I said a couple of minutes ago, Sunderland poor. In possession, very bad. He's very sloppy. God. He's a poor back pass. Lee Burge, what are you doing?
Oh,
don't kick it there. Great press.
He loves
Lincoln,
it.
We've said it many times, haven't we? Lincoln's press has been refreshing, a joy to watch. Oh. And Sunderland looks scared. Burge just kicks it off the Lincoln man.
Ben.
What is Flanagan doing? And Rodgers.
Oh, Brennan.
Rodgers. He hits it off his man. And that should be good night, Sunderland, for this one. They've got an uphill battle. And the next 13 minutes are crucial.
Oh, God.
For Lincoln City. If they don't concede, they've got a foothold into the final.
Don't say that, please. Don't say that.
Talk through that goal.
Oh, God, I don't like it. I don't like it.
Talk me through that goal, son.
Well, obviously, Johnson is fantastic. He just brings a pace and energy to the squad, and you know you see there he's just not given up. And I think Michael Appleton has brought that to him this year. And poor mistake from the goalkeeper, really, wasn't it? But you know you've got to chase those sort of balls down because you know 3 or 4 times a season they're going to come as a goal. So obviously massive mistake for Burge, and I'm just glad it didn't come off Brennan and go out for a goal kick or a throw, and it just fell right in front of the net.
Yeah, exactly.
So, you know, maybe the gods are on our side here, Ben. You'd like to think so, wouldn't you? But
you would, but you've had a 3-0 lead before in previous weeks.
Right. You bring yourself on the camera right now because me and you are going to talk.
There we go. We're updated for you at home. But what a second goal that is. Johnson with it, pressing the goalkeeper in no man's land.
I don't think he sees him coming though, doesn't he? He sees him coming. Oh, it might come off his hand though.
There's no VAR.
Well, luckily. But look
at that. Lincoln, when I said, right, by the way, guys, I'm meant like a mug. I filmed my playoff prediction on Monday, uploaded it Monday. I put Lincoln Blackpool final, and I refilmed it. I refilmed it and put Sunderland through because I couldn't cope with Sunderland fans giving me grief about them not winning. No, I wasn't.
And what happened? What happened when you released your video, Ben?
And about half an hour, I get a call from this imbecile. I'm at the gym running. I'm like, mate, leave me alone. I don't even have his number in my phone. So I'm like, who's this?
He's going to save it, though. The thing is, though, if Sunderland get a goal now...
They're coming again, away. I tell you what, Lincoln just need to dig in.
Yeah, the thing is, if Sunderland get a goal now, they'll have the tails up for the second leg, won't they? So, you just got to remain... No, Joe, don't come for that one.
Away again. Well done, Lincoln. Just over 10 to play. Good tackle.
It's the legs, isn't it? It's the legs that we've got. I think it's massively...
It's fine, the young squad. Streaky league, not having it.
Oh, God, I'm going to be happy at work tomorrow, my boy. I can tell you that.
I know, mate. I know.
I did not see this coming at all, especially when we've lost 9 games at home this season. It shows you what the fans can do. I'm so jealous. I'm so jealous.
I know. Sunderland coming through the line. Leadbitter. Straight from distance, deflected. Wide. I tell you what, I think he's been one of their better players since coming on. Leadbitter's had a go. He does a 1-2 with Luke O'Neill. Just drives through that midfield. Has a go. And good job, he just takes a deflection, just takes it wide. Sunderland.
Thank God for Timothy Jimothy. Thank God for Timothy Jimothy. Or else that might have gone in. But obviously that's amazing, isn't it? That's... Oh, God, Ben. Honestly, I feel like a bit like an emotional wreck.
McGeady, the arms go up. Ball in, header, over the bar. Yeah.
Oh, God. So what are we thinking then, Ben? Are we gonna do the playoff video?
We might do a playoff final prediction. Have faith, Jake Johnson and Grant, 2 of the best players in the league. Defo, the best 2 of the playoff teams. You'll be fine.
I'd just like to know who Tony supports.
Fleetwood and Forest.
I was a Forest. That'd be why. That's why I mentioned Grant and he's give a foul their way.
I know. Sunderland having 10k in their saying could edge for them in the second leg. League may crumble under the pressure. You never know.
You'd like to hope so, wouldn't you?
What? You'd fall under the pressure?
Oh, I thought you said Sunderland.
No.
Oh, Ben.
8 minutes to go. If you're new to the channel, please give this stream a like. Subscribe. You can support the channel by joining us a member or super chatting. Any help will be appreciated. It's a free kick to Sunderland. You'd think they'd have to get an away goal. And to
away goal
2-1. I know, an away goal 2-1. Take it back. Then you only need 2 to win. You need 3 at the moment.
Oh, God.
I can't see Lincoln conceding 3 away.
Don't. Well, I can. We've done it twice in the last month. We've done it twice in the last month, then, can I just add? Charlton and Peterborough. So just you keep your mouth shut for me, please, Ben. I don't even. Is it bad that even at 2-0 up, I feel like we still might lose the tie?
Yeah, I'd be 20-0 up with Fleetwood and still won't be sure that we've won the tie.
The problem is they can just switch it on, can't they? They can just.
Lincoln just need to dig deep, hold firm, don't drop too deep. Ball comes in, throw it.
Well done, Bridcup. Well done, Bridcup. Good player, Liam Bridcup, this evening played really well. I thought in front of that.
Yeah, he's been key.
We talked
about it, didn't we?
It's the communication, I think. Obviously, with Palmer missing, we're sort of losing a lot of talking along that back line. So, Bridcup's communication has been massive for us today. Oh, we're making a change. Look, it looks like Conor McGrandle's going to come on. Probably for Johnson, I would guess. Looks like a midfield change.
Long throwing by O'Neill.
And I'm sure you've seen McGrandle's before. He's played at this sort of level where he's a tenacious midfielder.
Well done, Boo.
Well done, Percy.
Can we just mention that, Jay? Every time someone got a ball into the box, never mind where it's been, he's come out like a wildcat and come in and collected it and not spilled it and you've been calm, composed. You signed literally under 24 hours ago. And but like I say, it's going to be mad to see, Jake, how wet the pitch is on Saturday, because Sunderland fans' tears from you being able to sign Bertrand as your loan. You know, there's going to be quite a bit of water on it.
And you're thinking for the ad revenue next season, having Sunderland fans about is a bit more.
1,100 away fans go mental. Next season, see you next season.
Just be right. We'll just wait on that. But you have to remember that Sunderland have missed some really big opportunities in this game as well. You know, even if Charlie White wasn't offside. We're coming forward again here, Ben. Morgan Rogers.
Lincoln are coming wanting a third.
Poor decision. George Grant take the yellow card. Yeah, good lad. You're a Fleetwood fan, aren't you, Ben? Not a Blackpool fan? What's he on about?
And the yellow cards, is that the third or fourth?
Second, I think.
No, we had the one before. We had one for Sunderland. Grant's got one. And
Bridcut got one, didn't he?
Yeah, it was 3.
I don't understand though. We've been changed from a 3 o'clock kickoff on Saturday to a 3:30 kickoff. Yeah, I'm not sure what that's all about.
Is there a game on the earlier time? Is there a playoff game?
Saturday, yeah, because the championship, both the championship second legs, all Timothy's made a mess of it.
I wish there was one on at 8 o'clock.
Is there not? There'll be one at 12:30. Will be the middle one, won't we? There'll be one at 5 o'clock. But we shall have to see. George Grant, that's another booking for him. What's the booking situation like in the playoffs? They're all cancelled, are they? I assume.
Yeah. Unless you get 2 yellows.
Well,
can't play the final.
So if they get 2 yellows over both legs.
So if Grant get a yellow in the next game, he's ruled out.
Right. Well, that's terrifying. We could play Blackpool with no Bridcut, no Grant, no.
Blackpool didn't get any yellows yesterday. Oxford got 3.
And we've had 2, haven't we? We had 2.
Bridcut and Grant. I tell you what, Sunderland knocking it about, but Sunderland dealing with it. Nearly 87 minutes on the clock. It's Lincoln 2, Sunderland 0.
I'm just thinking about the moments the fans are going to clap the players off. That's going to be really special. That is going to be so special.
Unreal.
Here's the first goal. Look, Hopper. Great finish.
The Alan Shearer.
He absolutely loves it.
Husband got one early on, didn't he? Yeah, I apologise.
Johnson couldn't really miss, could he? But he loves it. Look, he loves the support. He shouldn't be touching hands. He clearly does. That social distancing.
It's
good to see that. Look, just sat back in his chair.
I know. It's good to see that Scunthorpe is social distance from Lincoln this season, isn't it?
Yeah, and Grimsby.
I know, mate. We social distance from Blackpool.
Who are Fleetwood's main rivals?
Oh, sorry, Michael. Yeah, it is the other way around. Blackpool got 3, Oxford didn't get any. I apologise.
Who are Fleetwood's big rivals? Blackpool, or is it 5?
They don't consider us rivals, but I don't really consider them as massive rivals. It's a derby, but it's not a rivalry.
Who's the big one then?
Southport, Morecambe.
Yeah. Been to Southport. Enjoyed Southport.
I know. Good away game.
We took 2,500 there, I think.
Really?
See, that's Tom Hopper. Look, Tom Hopper. That's brilliant.
Oh,
what he's just done there. Keep the ball in the corner.
He just oozes class, doesn't he?
Wins the foul. Oh,
and Spurs are losing as well, so my day ruined.
Flanagan's biting. Look, he hates it. Conor McGrandles sidesteps him. I mean, he's gone down pretty easily. I'm not going to lie. He's got the body of a child, but you know what? Who cares?
I know.
Look at them, cheering them on. Look, the thing is, if you're Lincoln now, Ben, and we've got this free kick here, do you go for a
Get
third?
It in the box. Get it in the box. Skate 3-0.
Well, you'd say tie over, but depending what Oxford do on Friday. So who is it? Is it George? George over the free kick?
Yeah, it is. 40 seconds to go.
I'll tell you what, cut back to number 7, Teo Aiden, top corner, please. Please do it. So there's such... The thing is, we thought this game was going to be close, didn't we?
Comes in. On. Still not out.
Oh, that's poor. It's been quite disappointing tonight, actually, Morgan. I don't know what your take on it was.
Yeah, I can agree.
It's just been very disappointing. He's not really. He's been very good at times this year. He sort of dragged us a lot like Bruno Andrade did when we were in League Two.
He's been awful, hasn't he?
Andrade.
Yeah.
Yeah, he struggled at Salford.
Did he go for like £1 million?
What, to Salford?
Yeah.
No.
How much did he go for?
Not a lot. We were disappointed. Don't get me. I don't know if you would have seen the goal that he scored for us against Everton in the cup, the volley.
6 minutes added on, Jake. How's your nerves, son?
Do you know what? Oh,
flare. Slinked up about 5 or 6 flares outside the grounds.
Oh, Jack Diamond's calling. They're going for it, mate.
Diamond coming on the after.
What was the question you asked me about? Oh, how's my nerves? Surprisingly, absolutely fine for now. But ask me again in about 5 minutes.
I know, mate. I know.
But no, it's. I don't think either of us expected this, did we? For Lincoln to be 2-0 up. So we're very happy.
5 minutes to go. It's 2-0. Lincoln deserve their win. Lincoln, they are going mad in the city. Cheering on the line behind the drum. The flares are off. Football with fans is well.
Look at it.
Back.
Oh,
how far away do you live from the ground? Right now?
I live about 40 minutes away from the ground.
What about where you are now?
Yeah, where I am now, I'm about 40 minutes. Yeah. I've not lived in Lincoln before, so I was just born there.
Yeah.
So yes, but obviously you travel 40 minutes to the ground, wouldn't you? If you live 40 minutes from Fleetwood.
Yeah, I do on the tram, so
absolutely. Saturday on Saturday for the second leg, we've got maybe about 15 of us in the back garden of one of these pubs. We've privately hired it out, and we're gonna.
Really good.
Yes.
4 minutes to go. Sunderland running out of ideas, but Lincoln deserve their lead.
Go on, Tom.
2 goals.
Tom
Hopper.
I think Hopper's been unlucky to not get man of the match. Because Bridcut's been given man of the match by Sky. I think Tom Hopper can consider himself quite unfortunate.
Hopper has done everything right for them, and he's held the ball up. He's very good.
Come on, the boys. Come on.
It's so good to see Lincoln doing well, but Sunderland mounting to climb. We will be back Saturday, 3:15, for Sunderland against Lincoln in the second leg. You think Lincoln may need a goal to kill it off? I won't put it past Sunderland scoring twice. But again, it's the final a week on Saturday.
Just in time for me to start my new job and get a ticket, hopefully. Oh, that's a foul. Is that not a yellow card? Because that's a bit late. To me, that's a bit late. I think he should be booked for that.
Yeah, I think the referee's been very lenient with very
because he's meant that, hasn't he? He's meant that. That's awful.
Good, but 2.5 minutes to hold out. Lincoln doing really well. I just think they just need to keep composed now. Don't give anything soft away.
Harry Anderson coming on. So that's the lad that's about to come on, Ben, is 23 or 24, and he's the longest serving player at the club. He's been here since the Cowleys started. So when the Fat Cowleys first came in, Harry Anderson arrived on loan from Peterborough, and now he's about to come on.
Going off.
Johnson.
Good shift from him. A goal to his name. Good press. Good energy.
I hope I get to see him in the flesh.
Maybe giving his side a chance.
I really hope that I get to see that kid play for Lincoln in the flesh. I really hope. He's been brilliant.
Hopefully. And Anderson is coming on. Again, he's been rumored to be going to Portsmouth next season under the Cowleys. But a minute and a half left. The Lincoln boys are cheering him on. Michael Appleton, there with a nervous wait. 16th in the league to 5th. 11 places up from last season. An unbelievable rise. Started the season very well. Went on a bit of a drought, but came back strong. Sunderland are going to come again. A long ball. And Bursic will come and claim what a game he's had. We talk about the firepower on the pitch in Tom Hopper and Morgan Rogers. And then you think about, Bursic
really impressed.
Bridcut. Those should have been outstanding, especially Bursic in goal. Yeah, he made 2 or 3 world-class saves. The one onto the bar and the one that he a strong hand to, and he's claimed for everything. An unbelievable shift from that man today, and again made you feel a bit at ease.
Yeah, I've been really impressed with Bursic. I can see why Stoke rate him so highly. I think it's clear to see, isn't it? He's clearly a goalkeeper that's probably too good for League One. I think that's quite made evident today because he's dealt with Aidan McGeady and Charlie White. This is all sort of in the stars for George Grant to hit this in the top corner and put the game to bed, hopefully.
I know. It would be an interesting one if it went to 3-0. Hit and straight at the goalkeeper, but does well. And Hopper and Burst alive. Sunderland looking to get the ball. If they can get a consolation,
I
think they'll have time. It's gone long. Headed back away. Volley back. It's 2-0. Surely seconds remain.
Clear it, Regan. Good lad.
And it's not away by Regan. Away again this time. Where's the whistle, ref?
I don't know, but he needs to blow it. Oh, George. George, what are you thinking, George? Come on. I'll tell you what, Ben, this is
Sunderland coming again. 96 minutes and 40 seconds on the clock. Not going down. Lincoln holding firm. The referee looks to his watch. Away again by the Imps. Sunderland come again. Maybe one last chance. Going to have to get it forward. The referee looks at his watch again. About to blow. Sunderland coming clear again. McGeady.
What's he added the time on for?
It's nearly 7 minutes. This is where they scored against Fleetwood. If he scored now, Ledbetter.
He's going to shoot. He's going to shoot.
Tee up to shoot. He's gone into the box. Turned round the corner.
He's going to give a goal kick.
And that should be it.
Come on.
That should be it. Charlie White going, where's my corner? You're not going to get it. What a night for him. Over a minute and a half on the added time.
Is it a corner? No, it's not.
No, he hasn't given a corner. Charlie White gutted. But that is it. Lincoln have a huge step in the second leg. They have won this tie by 2-0. We will reflect on it just quickly. But again, what a game. Tom Hopper started off the scoring with a nice, neat finish from close range. And then Morgan Rogers could have had a couple. Then Brennan Johnson could have had a couple. But again, so many goals. Johnson got his goal, Jake. And again, good press. 2 goals. So, it could have been 3 or 4, but could have been 2-1, 2-2 at times. What would you take on the game, mate?
But it sort of just gives Sunderland all the work to do, doesn't it, when we go and play them next week at the Stadium of Light. So really impressed by, the gap between the game with Wimbledon a week on Sunday clearly hasn't caught up with the players. I'm watching them now celebrate with the supporters of the co-op stand, and that's absolutely fantastic. They must be loving that, and we're loving them. It's really important for a football club that the fans and the players are all on the same page. And looking at these scenes at the minute, they all are, and it's very rare that this happens for a football club. And fortunately, it's happening to mine. And you know what? I'm absolutely bloody loving it, Ben.
I'm buzzing for you, Jake. You speak with real finesse, and again, what Michael Appleton has done this season, he's brought culture. He's brought so many good players in. When you look at it, he brought Hopper in. Morton, who's not in the best of season, but again, decent backup striker. Brennan Johnson into the football club. George Grant, and then you've got Monsommer. Monsome into the football club. You've got, a real core, TJ at the back, Adunin. So it's been a very, very good season. You should be so proud. But you go into the second leg 2-0, nothing to fear, the best away form in the division. It's an unbelievable ride. You've only lost 4 games away due to Sunderland early in the season away at the St. Malai. How are you feeling about that second leg, mate?
Oh, there he is. Sorry, mate. Are you all right?
Yeah, how? Can you not hear me?
It sort of cut out, and I was like, "Is Ben asking me a question?" I don't know.
Sorry, mate. I'll say it again. How you feel about the second leg? Nothing to fear.
Well, absolutely. Obviously, with a record, with the best away team in League One, I think this season, given the record, so it's all the emphasis is going to really be on Sunderland, isn't it? To come and to pick and you'd like to think that they're going to, suck onto us, we'll suck them in, counter attack. You've got Scully, Rogers, Johnson running it at a team. We could easily beat them up there, couldn't we? So I think we've just set it up. We've sort of, I'm going to use a really bad analogy like Jonathan Van Tam, the Deputy Chief Health Minister, does. It's sort of, we've thrown the ball up for a serve that's going to win at Wimbledon, and we're just about to strike it. So, yes, it's we've nothing to fear, Ben. We're nothing to fear. I will be in your chat on Saturday. I will be absolutely hammered, and I will be loving life, hopefully.
Hopefully. Like I say, we are going to go now, but I've really enjoyed this live stream. It's been excellent, and thank you to Jake. He's thrown himself in, helped me with the co-commentary, helped me understand Lincoln and Sunderland as well. So a big thanks to Jake. Thanks for coming on, mate. No
worries. I think we've come across each other quite a lot this season, so it's sort of good to make friends whilst we've not really been able to get down the boozer. So yeah, thanks for having me on. I hope your audience enjoyed it all. Obviously, if I'm allowed to plug the podcast, my YouTube channel as well, come and follow me on Twitter. Have some discussions with me on, and yeah, hopefully you can see me very drunk on Saturday, and hopefully the next Saturday as well. Fingers crossed. Absolutely, and I look forward to seeing that. Thank you very much. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you have enjoyed. Lincoln get their 2-0 well-deserved victory. It's Blackburn Lincoln who go into the second legs with victories. Blackpool 3-0, Lincoln 2-0. We will be back on Saturday from 3:15 covering this second leg. Thank you very much for watching. If you're new to the channel, please remember to give it a like, subscribe, support the channel via membership and super chat. Also, go and give Jake a follow on Twitter. Jake Tong 98. Jake_Tong98. Yeah, there we go. And go and give him a follow on Twitter. Go and give his podcast a watch. Thanks for watching, guys. Have a good evening. Until next time, guys, I will see you later. Thank you very much, Tony. Thank you very much, Sean. Thank you, Jeff. Thank you to all of you. See you in the next one. Up the cods and up the what? Up the imps. You know it, son. See you later.